ask me more.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
We're back on KNEB.TV this evening, radio as well, 960 and 100.3. Gering girls and boys doubleheader on the road tonight at rival Alliance. Let's get to pregame coaches' comments for our girls matchup now with Gering girls coach Steve Land as we go in the zone. Brought to you by the Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff for all your upcoming spring sports needs. Coach, you got one of those feel-good wins, one type of win that everybody needs every once in a while. You kind of run away and hide from the on Tuesday night. How do you feel the team played?
I think anytime you can shoot the basketball the way we did, forefront game. Defensively, I thought we played great in the first half, holding it at 17 points. I thought we settled in, and it was going to be a tough battle in the second half because they would come out with a lot more emotion and fire than we did. Somewhat masked with play defense. It's always nice to shoot the basketball well. Do that tonight against the Lions as well.
I know you want to see better shot selection, but needs a better opportunity to get back on the defensive end. Did you like what you saw from the team with those type of things?
Yeah, I really did. You know, we broke down video again last night and only counted 4 kind of poor shots. And, you know, you can live with that small in numbers, but when it gets up to 10 or 15 shots, you know, then you're not doing your team service to take that many. It could be quick shots, maybe too long of shots. You know, a kid that's not shooting the ball very well continues to shoot when they need to pass. And I think our kids are starting to figure that out, so we're getting better at that. So small improvements, you know, a lot of people don't see that, but that's what we're working on under the scenes.
Obviously a different animal tonight when you go on the road to play a district rival, place you've been a million times over your career. Maybe not that many, but it probably seems like that here at Alliance. What's difficult about coming to this building and winning that?
The first thing is our court, you know, it's a little bit longer, it's a little bit narrower. Quickly you lose real estate on the sideline, not knowing that you have a little extra room, but you don't. So I think that's the biggest advantage right there. And then, you know, their crowd, they have a good student section, which is kind of fun. I told the kids to enjoy it. You know, they'll be right there on the stage chanting stuff at you and not to let that intimidate you. And, you know, it's about executing and putting the basketball in the hole and stopping teams. I think it's going to be tough. To get the ball inside. We've worked 2 or 3 different things to, you know, work at getting the ball out of their hands. As far as, you know, we watched Shatter in front of them. We watched a couple of teams double team them. So we worked on all the above, and we'll see what works. We'll throw a lot of different things at them tonight.
You've played them twice, you've beat them twice, but those games came back in the first 2 weekends of the season, so you don't want the team kind of looking at those past results as far as an indicator of what's going to go on tonight. I heard you on the post-game show Tuesday with Jeff talking about some of the improvements they've made. What are some of those improvements?
Well, I think they're just handling the basketball a little bit better. They're making better decisions with the ball. They're passing the ball a little bit better, and they're just settling into offense. They'll continue to run, you know, some motion with to their 2 posts, and they really look to screen across and try to get some confusion going with the defense, and then they want to power some shots up, and then they rebound the ball well. So if they don't make the shot, they have a great opportunity to get an offensive rebound and put back. So we worked hard at boxing out, let them have 1 shot, and then you know, really putting a lot of pressure on their guards. I think that will be a good strategy for us tonight.
We'll get you out of here on this one, Coach, as we wrap up with Steve Land, head coach for the Gering girls. Our key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of that lifetime warranty you get with every new vehicle from Team Auto. So one thing or 2 that really stands out to you that's going to lead to a win tonight on the road and make it a nice little week for you.
I really think we have to play them dead even with the rebounding and not allow second shots, you know, and then put pressure on the guards. I think if we can do all them things, you know, we can kind of limit their amount of points, and, you know, it's a matter of, I think we've been averaging like 56 points a game. So, you know, I think we'll find ways to score, but it's more about playing great defense to limit their scores.
Gering trying to go 3-0 against Alliance so far this season here, opening tip shortly on KNEB. Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
We'll get it back to Jeff Kelly when the broadcast returns right after this on KNEB.
You never know when you'll need an extra French dip in Swiss. It could get lost in the car or eaten by a confused stranger. Stuff happens to sandwiches. That's why Arby's made you 2 French dip and Swiss sandwiches for just $6. For only $6, you'll always have a spare French dip and Swiss until you eat it. You'll never have to be afraid. Arby's, we have the meats.
Being an Allo customer just got even better.
Was at Gering High School, but Gering getting the win on both those occasions. So a big road win here that starts Road Series for Gering. After tonight's game here in Alliance, they will travel to Ogallala next Tuesday night, and then they will finish up the 3-game road trip as they travel to Sydney a week from tonight before they come home to host Wheatland. Well, the starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. First, for Alliance, they will start this way. Janae Shoemaker, 5'6", and a senior. Megan Oligmuller, 5'5", and a junior. Along the front line, it'll be Riley Rolls, 5'11", and a senior. Blythe Bonas, also 5'11", and a senior. And Emerson Siza, 6'1", and a senior. Gering will start the usual way, the 5 seniors on the floor, led by Paige Lopez, 5'4", and a senior. Olivia Schaub, 6 foot and a senior. Kelly Snelling also in the backcourt, 5'5", and a senior. And along the front line, Ariana Mitchell, 5'11", and a senior. And Jenna Balthazar, who had 19 rebounds Tuesday night against Torrington, averaging 13 a game. Jenna, a 5'10" senior. There's your starting lineups, and we'll come back with the opening tip as you're listening to high school basketball on 960 AM KNEB.
With Viero's Entertainment Trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the Entertainment Trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. Jeff Kelly with you here tonight as we get ready for the tip-off of this girls game between Gering and Alliance. The boys game will follow. And as we said, the 3rd meeting between these 2 girls teams this season. And of course they could possibly meet up in the sub-district tournament that will come up in the middle of February. And now here's our national anthem. national anthem tonight by the Alliance High School Pep Band. And here at Alliance High School, as we always try to tell you about this gymnasium, they have a stage on one side of the stadium. It's the way it runs east and west, so the stage is on the north end of this gymnasium. And they do have stands over on that side. That is where the student section is. That is where the pep band is. And most of the fans sit on the south side of the gymnasium. They have bleachers both up and down here at Alliance High School, as Ariana Mitchell being introduced, and now Jenna Baltazar, of course, along with Kelly Snelling, Olivia Schaub, and Paige Lopez, as Gering is dressed in the road blue uniforms here tonight with the white letters and numbers and gold trim. The Alliance girls will be in the home white uniforms with blue letters and numbers trimmed in black. Once again, those starting five for Alliance: Janae Shoemaker, Megan Oligmuller, Riley Rolls, Blythe Bonas, and Emerson Siza. 5 seniors on this team, and all 5 of them were introduced prior to tonight's game, as Emerson Siza, who is on her way to play volleyball at Wyoming and was a force for Alliance this past volleyball season, as Alliance was beaten in the sub-district by Sydney right here at Alliance High School. So our opening tip brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees, and don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. As we have basketball underway here at Alliance High School, quickly they go to Riley Rolls, and just that quick, Alliance is up 2-0 on the run out off the tip. Gering working from left to right, working around to the right side. Here's Paige Lopez with it against a 2-3 Alliance zone. 3-ball, Kelly Snelling, count that one for Kelly Snelling. And Gering takes a 3-2 lead. Just underway here in the first quarter. They go inside to Blythe Bonas. Nothing doing. She'll kick it back out. Now lob inside Siza at the free throw line, and a 3-second call on Alliance. Paul Edens, Dave Hawksworth, Andrew Dick are officials here for tonight's contest. As Lopez brings it into the front court for Gering. And Alliance stays in that 2-3 zone as Lopez drives baseline right side. That shot's blocked by Siza. And Alliance will come the other way on the push. Oligmuller with it. Center court. Off to Riley Rolls. Shoemaker has it, top of the key, holding. Now they try to go right side, where Rolls will pick it up on the far side. Inside, Blythe Bonas, turnaround in the paint. Off the side rim, doesn't go, as Baltazar going after that rebound. She gets knocked to the floor. But Alliance was the last to touch it, so it'll be Gering's ball. So they lead it 3-2 here, just underway here in the first quarter. Into the front court comes Lopez quickly left side. On the pass, now skip pass, back to Lopez on the left side. Working around the outside of the arc, bounce entry inside Baltazar, kick out. Schaub looked at the 3, now she'll put it on the floor, drive into the paint, and she gets called for traveling. And the turnover gives it back to Alliance. 6:29 left first quarter. 3-2, Gering on top. Into the front court as Riley Rolls has it, drives all the way to the basket and lays it up and in, and she's fouled. Nobody on the left side of the basket. And Rolls had an open path to the hoop, and she took advantage of it as the foul was on Olivia Schaub. That'll be her first, team's first, as Rolls completes the three-point play to make it 5-3. Alliance on top. Snelling takes it into the corner at the Gering offensive end. Out to Paige Lopez. A long three ball and misses the mark. Rebound tipped around. Bonas comes down with it. Quickly at Oligmuller to Shoemaker. Up the right side for Alliance. Siza 18 feet away. Rolls around, won't fall. Has a foul on the rebound. And the foul was on Ariana Mitchell. And let's check that. It looks like they have 33 up on the board. So if it is, that would have been on Blythe Bonas, as the officials confer. And now they make it 32, so on Ariana Mitchell, second team on Gering. Alliance will inbound their offensive end. Out on top, Bonas, quickly Shoemaker, top of the key, left side. Here's Oligmuller with it. They work the ball quickly around. Back to Oligmuller. Kick out rolls in the left corner. They go inside. Bonas down low. Can't score it. Rebound fought for the held ball, and that'll give it to Gering. Gering trailing by 2 with 5:42 left here in the first quarter. As Lopez comes into the front court. On the dribble, Alliance remains in that 2-3 zone. They bounce down low to Mitchell. Her baseline jumper misses the mark. Siza comes down with the rebound. Alliance will come the other way, leading by 2. Rolls, drives, baseline, throws up a shot, misses everything. Mitchell comes down with the rebound. Lopez on the push, up the left side to the basket, off the glass. It won't fall. But Lopez draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Megan Oligmuller, she'll pick up her first, team's first. Paige Lopez at the line for the first time tonight. Off on the first one. 56% from the line is Paige Lopez. Second one on the way, and Paige gets into the scorebook, and Gering trails it by 1, 5-4. 5:10 left. Quickly up the floor, Shoemaker bounces down low, fine roll, kick out to Bonas, and Bonas is good on the jumper from about 14 feet away. 7-4. Alliance is Snelling tries to drive baseline and is forced out of bounds. And another turnover for Gering. Gering averaging 20 turnovers a game. Shoemaker will be picked up by Lopez as she brings it into the front court. Turns, hands it to Rolls, top of the key. Riley on the dribble. Out top to Oligmuller, lob inside. Down low, Bonas too far underneath. And Baltazar comes away with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Schaub on the left side. Olivia pull-up jumper baseline, too strong. But Olivia will go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Blythe Bonas. She'll pick up her first. Team second. Both teams with 2 team fouls here. 4:31 left first quarter. 7-4 Alliance. As the free throw in and out by Schaub. And Jordan Hopp will check into the Alliance lineup. Schaub on the season, 71%. Second one on the way from Olivia. And she makes it a 2-point ball game. Chloe Freeze in for the Gering Bulldogs. As Schaub will take a seat on the bench. And Gering setting up full court pressure here against Alliance as Lopez has Shoemaker in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt is Shoemaker. 10-second call on. Lopez making her work. And 10-second call for Gering. Nice defense by Paige Lopez that time. Little pressure for Janae Shoemaker to bring that ball up. A turnover for Alliance gives it to Gering, and Gering with a chance to tie with the 2, take the lead with a 3. Snelling on the right wing has it. Quickly left side, Lopez. Alliance remains in a 2-3 zone. Lopez will bring it to dribble, skip pass over to the right side, looking inside for Baltazar. Now she'll get it to Mitchell inside. Baltazar against a double team. Baltazar can't score, and Hop will come down with it. Quickly the other way, rolls on the dribble drive. She'll bounce, pass intercepted. She tried to get it to Shoemaker. Lopez on the run out. Snelling all the way to the basket. Off doesn't go. Siza was there on the defense. Oligmuller quickly up the floor, rolls. Back to Oligmuller. Right side, Shoemaker, 3-ball. Rolls around, won't go. Siza bounces it off of Lopez. And will remain at the Alliance end. 3:28 left first quarter, 7-5, Alliance on top. Triggered in, baseline right for Alliance. Quickly to Rolls. Baseline one, dribble to the basket off the front rim. There's Jenna Baltazar. Pulls down a rebound. Lopez quickly ahead. Chloe Freeze, left side. Freeze into the paint off the front rim. Alliance will come the other way. Leading by 2. Oligmuller top of the key. Here's Shoemaker on the right wing. Back to Rolls, top of the key. Work it on the outside of the arc, inside Siza. Low block, turnaround jumper, count it. Emerson Siza, the 6'1 senior. 9-5. Alliance by 4. Count it down first quarter. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Skip pass, Lopez on the left side. Ball almost thrown away as Alliance has found some success with this 2-3 zone. As Snelling will drop a 3-ball, little miss. Of course, Gering had trouble with that 2-3 zone against Scotts Bluff in their previous meeting. Oligmuller for Alliance, drives baseline off the glass and in. Oligmuller with her first 2 of the game, and a 30-second timeout taken by Gering head coach Steve Land, and we'll keep it right here. You can listen to the game today and relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at kneb.com. Brought to you by First State Bank of Scotts Bluff and Gering. Chris Cottrell up in Rapid City, South Dakota, bringing that game to you on 101.7 The Trail tonight, and then he will be at home tomorrow as the other Rapid City team comes to Scotts Bluff. And I want to get my Rapid City teams right. I think it's tonight they play Rapid City Central, and then tomorrow night at home they will host Rapid City Stevens. Out of the timeout, Gering trailing by their largest margin of 6. Snelling around the arc. Lopez puts it on the floor, nothing doing. Skip pass way to the left side. Snelling has to jump high to pull it down. Lopez inside quickly. Mitchell puts it on the floor. Kick out back to Snelling. Ball stolen away, picked up by Hop. Alliance coming the other way. Leading by 6. As into the floor is Peyton Gibson for the Bulldogs, and she gets called for double dribble. And checking in for Alliance, Cameron Treidel. 11-6, a minute 44 left here in the first quarter. Lopez into the front court, top of the key. Snelling looking, nothing there. Gering will have to work it around the outside of the arc as Snelling will fire the 3-ball that doesn't go. Lopez saves him going out of bounds and throws it away. Right in the hands of Peyton Gibson. And Alliance quickly the other way. Oligmuller into the front court. Here's Bonas. She drives, shot doesn't go. Coming down with the rebound is Baltazar. Gives it up to Lopez, and they'll come the other way. Lopez into the paint to the basket, bounces around and bounces in for Paige Lopez. She has 3. 11-7. Gering trailing by 4. Inside they go to Bonas as Mitchell got a hand in there. Outlet to Lopez on the run out. Chloe Freeze, layup doesn't go. as the rebound fought for, as Snelling and Peyton Gibson go to the floor. Ball will be Alliance's as Shoemaker and Bonas check in for Alliance. 45 seconds left, 11-7. Alliance leads it as Rolls has it to Bonas, quickly around the outside of the arc to Treidel. As Shoemaker pops out. Inside they go to Siza, and stolen away by Baltazar, but a jump ball called and keep it at the Alliance end on the alternating possession. So Treidel will trigger the inbound at the Alliance offensive end as they go right to left quickly, and Shoemaker, 3-ball off the front iron. Rolls, pulls it down, throws it at the basket, doesn't go on the drive. Rebound tipped around, nobody can pick it up. Finally Jenna picks it up, she'll tip it out to Lopez. 15 seconds left. Page up the floor, bounces right side. Chloe Freeze layup good. Chloe Freeze with 2. Gering trailing by 2, 5 seconds left. Cameron Treidel has it. They get it out to Shoemaker. Alliance won't get a shot off. And that shot just misses at the buzzer. At the end of 1, it's Alliance 11, Gering 9 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
Welcome back to Alliance High School as we go to the second quarter, and we've got a 2-point ball game. Alliance leading it by 2. They opened up a 6-point lead at 1 point in that first quarter. As we start the second quarter, Kiera Guayo into the Gering lineup, and she'll launch a 3 that misses the mark. Alliance will come down with it, go the other way. Here's Riley Rolls driving left side. She tries to bounce down low, but a foul called. As the foul was on Chloe Freeze. She'll pick up her first as Shoemaker with a attempt at a 3 that misses the mark. Gering quickly the other way. Freeze all the way to the basket. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Kiera Guayo, who against Shadron slammed into the padding at the end of the Gering Gymnasium that has the stage at the end, and suffered a concussion and missed a couple of games, and she's back in the lineup for Gering. Chloe Freeze hitting the first one to start off this second quarter to make it 11-10. A chance here to tie, can't do so as Bonas comes down with the rebound for Alliance as they work right to left. Riley Rolls on the right wing, holds the ball above her head quickly to Shoemaker. Has it, looking, Rolls on right near the sideline on the stage side. Inside they go to Bonas. Her shot misses the mark. And on the rebound, Baltazar stepped on the baseline, so it'll remain at the Alliance end. Quick entry pass inside to Siza, and she throws up an air ball. And the foul was on Alliance's Riley Rolls. She'll pick up her first. Team's 4th. So Gering gets the ball back with a chance to tie. Set the Gering lineup here for you in just a minute. Lopez, here's Aguayo. Alliance sticking with that 2-3 zone. A deep three. Lopez, count it. Paige Lopez, 6 points. And Gering takes a 2-point lead at 13-11. 7 minutes left, first half. Rolls, drives baseline, cut off, throws it away. Picked up by Baltazar into the hands of Lopez. Page up the floor, center court free throw line, tried to bounce down low, looking for Mitchell along the baseline. And Lopez threw it to where she was, not where she was going. On the floor, Shaw, Baltazar, Lopez, Aguayo, and Chloe Freeze. Steve Land wanting to get some shooters in against this 2-3 Alliance zone. Shoemaker quickly top of the key, rolls, looks at the three, won't take it. Back to Shoemaker, looking inside, nothing doing. Alliance content to work it around the outside of the arc. Now they try to go inside to Bonas. Quickly, Oligmuller inside, Siza. Mueller for a 3-ball front rim. Shoemaker there, rebound, put back, and the foul prior to the shot. As the foul was on Gering's Paige Lopez. She'll pick up her first, 4th team, both teams with 4 team fouls. Alliance will trigger the inbound and they throw it away. It's stolen away by Baltazar. Lopez quickly ahead, Aguayo right side beyond the arc. Almost had the stolen away. Cross-court pass, Lopez, 3-ball front rim. Misses the mark. Size will come down with the rebound for Alliance. They can tie with the 2. Quickly ahead, Bonas on the right side. Step back, partially blocked by Aguayo. Gering will come the other way. Lopez has it. Ahead, Schaub to the basket. That shot blocked, but a foul called. As Riley Rolls got a piece of Olivia Schaub on her drive to the basket. And that'll send Olivia to the line to shoot 2. Olivia into tonight's action, as we said, 71% from the free throw line. Misses the first one. As checking in for Alliance is Cameron Treidel and Olivia Knapp. Gering leading by 2, 13-11 here, 5:52 left in the first half. Second one on the way, back iron, won't go. Bonas will come down with the rebound for Alliance. They will come the other way, hoping to get this game tied up. Here's Shoemaker, top of the key, Treidel. She holds it, picked up there by Freeze. Quick pass, lob it inside, nobody there, but Knapp saves it from going out of bounds. Bonas there, they try to get it out, ball tipped by Freeze. It'll remain at the Alliance end. Knapp with a good job to save that from going out of bounds. But it stays with Alliance. Triggered into Oligmuller on the left wing. Top of the key, Oligmuller down low. Bonas on the block. As Treidel has it, she'll bounce inside. Bonas against Bonsack, who's checked into the game. Shot doesn't go, but Knapp there on the rebound. Her putback won't go. As that'll send Olivia Knapp to the free throw line. Knapp, a 5'10 sophomore. Second personal on Olivia Schaub. That'll bring Ariana Mitchell back into the Gering lineup, and Olivia Schaub will sit down with those 2 personal fouls. Knapp will get a second one. As she drains the second one. 13-12. Jordan Hopp into the Alliance lineup, and in for Gering, Macy Boggs, a 5'7 sophomore. Snelling into the front court. Work it around the outside of the arc, back to Kelly. Looked at the 3, didn't take it, whipped it inside. Pass intercepted. Pass intended for Aguayo, picked off by Shoemaker. It's Alliance with a chance to take the lead back. Inside to Knapp. Nothing doing, kick out back to Oligmuller. She'll drive, ball tipped away from behind, but Oligmuller runs it down. She'll bring it top of the key. Treidel has it inside. They go to Hopp. She spins to the basket, layup good. Jordan Hop her first two, and Alliance by one, 14-13. 4.5 left here, first half. Boggs has it, back to Aguayo. Alliance a 2-3 zone, giving Gering a little bit of trouble. They try to skip pass, bounce entry, stolen away by Shoemaker. Shoemaker, cross court, pull-up jumper, 15-footer by Treidel. Off no good, into the hands of Kelly Snelling. Kelly quickly the other way for Gering as they move left to right. Boggs, Aguayo, top of the key three, back iron, high rebound, battle for. Oligmuller runs it down. Alliance with numbers, 3-on-2. Now they'll bring it back. Shoemaker feeds. Oligmuller, she drives to the basket. And a blocking foul called on Gering's Kelly Snelling. And Oligmuller will step the line first on Kelly. 6th team on Gering. Oligmuller with 3, shooting 58% from the free throw line. Jenna Baltazar back in for Gering. Emerson Siza also checking back in. Oligmuller's good on both of those. She's got 4 points in the game. And a 6 3-point Alliance lead. Work it inside, work it outside. Kelly Snelling for the baseline jumper inside the arc. Snelling with 5. And it's a 1-point Alliance lead with 3:32 left here in the first half. At the Alliance end, inside, they go to Bonas. Her layup doesn't go, gets her own rebound. And she's tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Jenna Baltazar. Jenna thought she had the jump ball that would have remained at the Alliance end. But the first on Jenna, 7th team foul on Gering. So 1-and-1 situation as Alliance is in the bonus with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the first half. Coming to you tonight from the Logos broadcast booth. Stop into Logos and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's any job, too big or too small for Logos in downtown Gering. Bonas good on the first one. Trying to get the Alliance lead back to 3, and she does. She's got 4, 18-15. Alliance leads it. Lopez back into the Gering lineup. Snelling has it, bounce inside to Baltazar. Battle on the floor, loose ball, and a pushing foul called. As the foul was on Alliance's Blythe Bonas, she'll pick up her 2nd. Riley Rolls also with 2 personal fouls. Not in the game right now. Gering quickly inbounds. Triggered into Lopez for a deep 3 that misses the mark. Rebound into the hands of Siza to Oligmuller, back to Rolls. Rolls is in the game. Kick out to Blythe Bonas from 12 feet away. Doesn't go. Rebound comes down. Jenna Baltazar outlet to Boggs, knocked away from behind, and Rolls can't save her from going out of bounds. And will remain with Gering. 2:53 left in the first half. 18-15. Alliance leading Gering. Gering will trigger it in as the pass tipped away by Rolls. So we'll do it one more time. At the Gering offensive end, baseline left. Gering working from left to right here in this first half. Out on top, they toss it. Lopez quickly inside. Mitchell turnaround into paint with the left hand. Too strong. Rolls comes down with the board for Alliance, and Alliance head coach Troy Unziker wants a timeout. 2:44 left first half. Alliance 18, Gering 15 on the West Coast scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
With the new year comes resolutions. Complete your resolution to replace your windows by calling Renewal by Andersen. And right now is your last chance to buy 2019 windows at 2018 prices. Plus, pay nothing until 2020. That's right. You will get 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. And free window diagnosis, free in-home estimate, and free removal and disposal of your old windows. Hurry. This offer ends February 15th. Call 472-2199 to take advantage of this offer before the 2018 prices are gone.
Welcome back to Alliance High School. Jeff Kelly with you. 18-15 Alliance leading Gering. An update from Rapid City, South Dakota. Scottsbluff leading Rapid City Central 27-23 at the half. Alliance with the ball out of the timeout, rolls on the dribble as Mitchell gets a hand in there. So Freeze, Lopez, Snelling, Baltazar, Mitchell on the floor for Gering. Toss in comes to Siza. She drives right side off the glass, won't go. Rebound, put back. Blythe Bonas. She has 6. Alliance by 5. Quickly up the floor comes Gering. Freeze has it. Alliance remains in that 2-3 zone. Bounce baseline right side. Mitchell, baseline jumper rattles in for Ariana Mitchell, her first 2 of the game. Alliance comes the other way, rolls on the left wing, she'll put it on the floor, drive, dish, Bonas all alone, lays it up and in, and she's fouled. No, we have a pushing foul, so wipe that basket out, and a technical foul called on Blythe Bonas as the basket was waved off as the officials will get this figured out. And let's double check on this technical foul. So a foul on Kelly Snelling. She will pick up her second. But I don't know if the technical foul was on Blythe Bonas as Jenna Baltazar at the free throw line. Left-hander drains the first one. Her first points of the game. Trying to make it a 1-point game. Right here as officials talking to Troy Unziger, the Alliance coach, as Jenna good on both from 15 feet away, and we've got a 1-point ball game. And apparently technical fouls on both teams as Riley Rolls will step to the free throw line. Comes up just a little bit short. So we must have had technicals on both teams off of that exchange. Rolls good for 1 out of 2 for 6 points for her. 21-19. 8th team foul on Alliance. Gering with 8, Alliance with 7. Minute 59 left here in the first half, 21-19. Alliance on top by 2. They have the ball. Skip pass, Shoemaker, 3 ball. Too strong. Freeze comes down with the rebound for Gering. Quickly center court, works it down the baseline, and Ariana Mitchell walked with the ball as she took the pass from Freeze. And the turnover will give the ball back to Alliance with 1:42 left here in the first half. Oleg Mueller into the front court. Right side pass, she goes to Shoemaker. Top of the key, here's Rolls. Dump it inside. Siza turnaround is good. Siza with 4. And a 4-point Alliance lead. Quickly inside, work it quickly to Lopez. Skip pass, here's Aguayo. She'll put it on the floor, right side, pull up baseline jumper, around the rim and out. Baltazar pulls down the rebound to Freeze, back out to Aguayo. Lopez looks at the 3, they lob it inside, Ariana Mitchell all alone, and Ariana lays it up and in. We're underneath a minute. It's a 2-point ball game here in Alliance. Shoemaker right side, outside, inside. Bonas against Mitchell. Shot blocked from behind as Baltazar pushed to the floor as she battled for that rebound. And the foul was on. I want to say, Emerson, check it, it's Blythe Bonas, and she'll pick up her third, and that comes with 43 seconds left. She will check out. Cameron Treidel will check in. Riley Rolls also checks out. And Jordan Hopp in for Alliance. Baltazar 1 for 2 off of the technical free throw. Drains the first one. And Jenna getting it done at the free throw line here tonight. A chance to tie it right here with 43 seconds left here first half. On the way, as that one's off the back iron, rebound tipped around. Siza has it. Gering trailing by 1, 42 seconds left. Quickly up the floor, Treidel. Skip pass back to Shoemaker, top of the key. Treidel has it. Shoemaker on the right wing. Here's Oligmuller, top of the key. She'll put it on the floor. Kick out pass tipped in the air. Back to Treidel. Her jumper doesn't go. He gets the rebound back and drains it. Cameron Treidel with 2. 25-22, 13 seconds left. 3-ball, Aguayo doesn't go, but she's knocked to the floor, and she'll go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. So Kiera Aguayo, 77% on the season. As the foul was on, check that, Jordan Hopp, her first. Kiera misses the first one. I told you her first game back since suffering a concussion against Shadron. That one rolls off no good. One more to try and cut it to a 2-point ball game with 12 seconds left. And Kiera misses all 3, but right there with the rebound is Ariana Mitchell. Can't score it. Baltazar on the putback. That one misses the mark. Oligmuller quickly ahead. Treidel, and she'll get called for traveling. And 2.4 seconds left. And we had a game here last year that Kelly Snelling drained a 3-quarter court 3. That was just about a year ago. Quickly inbounds Lopez. She'll toss it at the basket, at the buzzer, in and out. It doesn't go. And that shot will end the first half. At halftime, it's Alliance 25, Gering 22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
You never know when you'll need an extra French dip in Swiss. It could get lost in the car or eaten by a confused stranger. Stuff happens to sandwiches. That's why Arby's made you 2 French dip and Swiss sandwiches for just $6. For only $6, you'll always have a spare French dip and Swiss until you eat it. You'll never have to be afraid. Arby's, we have the meats.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. We're at halftime of the girls' game. And Alliance with a 3-point lead, 25-22. Take a look at the scoring here in the first two quarters of this game, as Alliance opened a lead up of 6 points in that first quarter at 11-5. But Gering came back to cut it to 2 at 11-9 at the end of the first quarter. But both teams with 13 points in that second quarter. And Alliance leads Gering by 3 here at halftime, 25-22. We'll come back, look at the individual scoring totals, but here from Alliance, your halftime score, Alliance 25, Gering 22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Across the state, every eye and ear is focused on one stadium where the sea of red is man-made. A place where every Saturday is a stage for our team, for our resolve, and for our values.
It's toughness, it's dedication, it's work ethic. That's what Nebraska is.
This is Husker Nation.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
(25-22), Alliance leading Gering here at halftime. And it's time to look at the halftime numbers brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. First for Alliance, nobody in double figures, but Riley Rolls and Blythe Bonus with 6 points apiece. 4 points each for Megan Oligmuller and Emerson Siza. 2 points, Jordan Hopp and Cameron Treidel off the Alliance bench, and 1 point for Olivia Knapp. On the Gering side, Paige Lopez leading the way with 6 points, Kelly Snelling with 5. 4 points for Ariana Mitchell in the first half, 3 points each for Jenna Balthazar and Chloe Fries, and 1 point in the first half for Olivia Schaub. There's your halftime numbers in the individual scoring, and we'll come back with more here at halftime. But at halftime, it's Alliance 25, Gering 22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor will do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. Jeff Kelly with you, coming to you tonight on KNEB 960 AM, 100.3 FM, KNEB.com, and tonight you can watch the game on KNEB.TV if you have Allo or Mobius Communications. Or, of course, you can get on your tablet and go to KNEB.com and pull it up that way. So tomorrow night, Alliance on the road. They will travel to North Platte. And as we said, Gering after this game is off until Tuesday. But they have a tough one. The second game of a 3-game road swing for Gering. They will travel to Ogallala next Tuesday night. And, of course, the Ogallala boys undefeated on the season. I believe, I haven't looked at the standings, but I do believe that the Ogallala girls, they are 13-3 on the year coming into action tonight. So a couple of highly ranked teams that the Gering boys and girls will face next Tuesday on the road in Ogallala. Well, be sure to download the Elite Physical Therapy Sports app. It's the go-to sports app with the latest news and live scores. Plus, you can watch KNEB.TV and listen to KNEB Sports right in the app. Download the sports app in the Apple or Google Play Store, or go to KNEB.com under the Sports tab, where you can also check out the Elite Physical Therapy live score stream. And our live score here from Alliance High School. Alliance leading Gering 25-22 as we get ready for second half action. Gering, the road team, in the blue uniforms with the white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Alliance, the home team, in the white uniforms with blue letters and numbers. The usual starting five: Paige Lopez, Kelly Snelling, Ariana Mitchell, Jenna Baltazar, and Olivia Schaub. And Alliance still around their head coach, Troy Unziker, who, in addition to being the girls basketball coach, is also the superintendent of the Alliance Public Schools, and he is also the superintendent in Hyannis, Nebraska. So Troy with a full plate as both a coach and as an administrator. Alliance will have the ball to start this second half. They will work from left to right. As Shoemaker has it, skip past Oleg Mueller for a 3 ball from the left side. High off the back iron. Sizer runs down the rebound. Kick it out. Riley rolls. Back to Oleg Mueller. She'll put it on the floor. One bounce inside. Blythe Bond is nothing doing. Kick out. Riley rolls. 3 ball. Long rebound. Back iron. It'll go out of bounds and go over to Gering. Trailing by 3. As Lopez comes into the front court for Gering. Gering working right to left along the baseline. Mitchell. Alliance comes out in that 2-3 zone. They were in that most of that first half. Inside into the paint. Mitchell. Lopez from the free throw line, and Paige goes to the floor. She draws a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Janae Shoemaker, the guilty party on that one, and she'll pick up her second, team's first. as Page starts Gering off on a good note. Cut it to a 2-point ball game. Looking to make it a 1-point game, and she does. Lopez with 8. Gering trailing by 1. 7:16 left third quarter. Rolls has it. Bounce out on top. Oleg Mueller. Cross-court pass Shoemaker. Inside. Blythe Bonas cut off there by Mitchell. Back outside. Inside they go to Siza. She misses the mark on that as Bonas comes down with the rebound. Kick out rolls. Shoemaker ball fake. Good defense by Gering. Oleg Mueller drive. Kick out. Deep three. Shoemaker off the front of the rim. Siza pulls it down. Loses the handle. She goes up for the shot. And a whistle and a foul. And a pushing foul. So the ball will come the other way. As the foul was on Emerson Siza, she'll pick up her second. Blythe Bonas playing with 3 fouls. She's out on the floor for Alliance. Gering works it to the left side. Pull-up jumper, Lopez, back iron. Shoemaker comes down with the rebound. The outlet comes to Oleg Mueller. Quickly ahead to Bonas. Bonas left side. Back outside, Shoemaker. Alliance working around the outside of the arc. Rolls, holds it. High post as Siza comes out and the ball's knocked out of her hands. It'll remain at the Alliance end. 6:13 left third quarter, 25-24. Alliance leading by 1. Quickly into Bonas on the left side inside the arc. Shoemaker pops out. Tough defense by Gering. Shoemaker comes left side against Lopez. Inside they go. Bonas in the paint. Turnaround. Partially blocked by Baltazar. She picks it out of the air. Gives it up to Lopez. Quickly ahead. Mitchell on the left side. In the corner. 3 ball. Kelly Snelling. Count it. Kelly Snelling with 8. And Gering takes a 2-point lead. 27-25. Oleg Mueller free throw line. Dumps it down low. Tipped away. Mitchell has it. Lopez on the run out. Snelling up the right side of the basket. The scoop doesn't go. Shoemaker comes down with the rebound for Alliance. Near sideline picks up her dribble. She'll find Oleg Mueller. She'll bring it across for Alliance. Ahead to Shoemaker. She wasn't looking. And the pass went off her hands and off her feet and out of bounds. So Gering with a chance to increase this 2-point lead as they take the lead here in the third quarter. Snelling bounce in the corner. Baltazar. Skip pass. Tipped. Lopez will have to run it down. Oleg Mueller got a hand in there. Back to Snelling. 3 ball. It'll come up short into the hands of Siza. Ahead to Rolls on the run out layup. Crawls over the rim for Oleg Mueller. And she's got 6 and we're tied at 27. First tie in the ball game at the Gering end. Snelling double team. And head coach Steve Land calls for a timeout with 4.5 minutes, 4:38 to be exact, here in the third quarter. We will have the boys game immediately following this one. Alliance boys coming in at 12-3 and ranked in the top 10 by the state's largest newspaper. And Gering with a win. Gering boys with a hard-fought win Tuesday night over Torrington. 64-61 was the final score there. So Gering 5-6. They will be looking to get back to 500 on the season. Out of the timeout, Lopez picks it up as Kiera Guaya was checked into the Gering lineup. To Mitchell inside the free throw line, can't go. Baltazar rebound, put back, doesn't go. But Jenna draws the foul and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul was on Oleg Mueller as Jenna Baltazar will step to the line. Second personal on Oleg Mueller, third team on Alliance. Baltazar, the left-hander, in and out. on the first one. 3 points at halftime, all of them coming in the second quarter. Steps to the line. That misses both of them. Came in tonight shooting 56%. We're tied at 27. Alliance with a chance to break the tie. Rolls on the left side. Outlet to Oligmuller, and Balthazar tried to get there to tip it away, but ran into Oligmuller, so that will be the second personal on Jenna. First team on Gering. So Alliance will inbound far sideline at their end as they work left to right. Inside, high post size it, dump it inside. Bonas in the paint against Mitchell. Off the glass and good. Blythe Bonas with 8. Alliance by 2, 4:10 left. Schaub holds it, tried to get it to Lopez in the left wing, and it's tipped out of bounds by Oligmuller. Will stay at the Gering end. Quick inside, high post, Balthazar. Back to Schaub, 3 from the left corner, too strong. As Rolls runs it down, almost throws it away. Loose ball picked up by Alliance. Shoemaker up the floor, into the hands of Riley Rolls. As Oligmuller pops out, they'll continue to work it around the outside of the arc. 3 ball doesn't go. Kick it back out, Shoemaker. Inside they go to Bonas, tipped away. And foul called as Aguayo got a hand in there. As Riley, Jordan Hopp getting ready to check into the Alliance lineup. She'll come in for Bonas, and that foul was on her. That'll be her 4th. That comes with 3:35 left here in the third quarter. Gering with it on the right side. Lopez has it. Bounce entry, high post. Balthazar back to Lopez. 3 ball doesn't go. Schaub there pulls down the rebound. Back to Aguayo inside the arc. Too strong. And a foul down low on Ariana Mitchell. And for Ariana, that'll be her 2nd, as Alliance leads it by 2, 29-27 here. On the Alliance side, Peyton Gibson. So Gering took their first lead of the game at about the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. But Alliance has taken the lead back. Gibson on the dribble, picked up there by Aguayo. She'll have to give it up to Oligmuller. Back to Rolls. Rolls drives left side to the basket. Shot doesn't go. She was fouled on her drive to the basket, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Riley Rolls, the 5'11 senior, comes in tonight's action shooting 50%. Drains the first one. She's got 7 in the game. Foul was on Balthazar. She'll pick up her 3rd. Second free throw off into the hands of Lopez. Quickly up the floor. Lopez splits to finish to the basket. Count the layup, and she's fouled. Paige Lopez all the way to the basket, splitting defenders and making it a 1-point ball game and a chance to tie. Chloe Freeze in for Olivia Schaub. Lopez can't convert the traditional 3-point play. Runs down her own rebound. Loose ball on the floor. Mitchell has it. She's tied up with Oligmuller. And a held ball. It'll stay at the Gering end with 2:49 left third quarter. 30-29. Chloe Freeze will trigger the inbound. Baseline right. Quickly in. Aguayo, wide open 3. Round the rim and out. Doesn't go. Oligmuller comes down with it ahead. 2 rolls, throws it away. Loose ball picked up by Jenna Balthazar. Balthazar bring it up, throw it inside. Aguayo to the basket. And Kiera Aguayo off the steal gives Gering a 1-point lead with 2:28 left here in the third quarter from Alliance High School. Oleg Mueller double dribbles, and good defense by Aguayo. So the turnover gives the ball back to Gering. So Gering with a chance to increase this 1-point lead. Lopez top of the key, freeze, drives inside to the basket, doesn't go, tipped around, picked up by Alliance. Oleg Mueller has it knocked away from behind. In the Alliance end, it's run down by Aguayo. She comes the other way to the free throw line. Now she'll pull it out beyond the arc. Reset the offense, find Lopez inside Baltazar. Bounce in the paint, Mitchell, it's good. Short range jumper, Ariana Mitchell. And Gering with a 3-point lead with 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Oleg Mueller into the front court, top of the key. 4-2 rolls for the 3-ball, front rim. There's Mitchell pulling down the rebound in front of Jordan Hobb. Lopez quickly up the floor, top of the key, 3-ball try, back iron, doesn't go, rebound tipped around. There's Siza for Alliance, outlet rolls up the floor against Freeze, all the way to the basket, off the glass and in. And Riley Rolls with 9 points and a timeout taken, 30 seconds. And we will keep it right here from Alliance High School. So we've got 1:19 left here in the third quarter as we've gone back and forth. Alliance started the quarter leading by 2. Gering took a 27-25 lead with about 5:20 left in the third quarter. Then the game was tied for the first time at 27. And it went back and forth. Gering trailing by 1, and now leading by 1. They did have it to as many as 3 points as Baltazar, Snelling, Freeze, Aguayo, and Mitchell on the floor for Gering. Out of the timeout. Snelling will bring into the front court for Gering as they work right to left. The Freeze on the left wing inside Mitchell. Tried to bounce baseline. Pass knocked away. Alliance will come the other way. Rolls ahead, looking. They find Shoemaker with a short-range jumper, too strong. Aguayo comes down with the rebound. Snelling all the way to the basket on the run-out. Layup doesn't go. Rolls pulls down the rebound. Ahead, they get it to Siza, to the basket, off the glass and good, and she's fouled. (34-33). Alliance takes the lead back by a point. And Emerson Siza at the line for the first time tonight. 62% from the line, misses the first one off the front rim. Rolls, comes down with the rebound. Kick out Siza, and the 15-foot jumper. And Siza with back-to-back baskets. 36-33, Alliance by 3. 37 seconds left. Quickly inside Mitchell, they try to kick it out to Snelling as Oleg Mueller got a hand in there. So Gering will try it one more time. Lopez checking in. Aguayo will check out. Olivia Shaw back into the Gering lineup. Snelling to toss it in. Looking, lob it out on top. Lopez is there, 31 seconds left. Shaw with a 3-ball to tie. Front rim doesn't go, rebound into the hands of Lopez, and she drains it from in close. Paige Lopez with 12 as Siza has to inbound it. Finds Oleg Mueller up the far sideline against Snelling. Dishes baseline, rolls to the basket, shot partially blocked, but they're going to get Ariana Mitchell with the foul. And for Ariana, that will be her third personal. And she'll go to the line. 15 foul on Gering. Riley Rolls coming in tonight, shooting 50%, as we said. Looking to give Alliance a 2-point lead. That one long rebound. Snelling will run it down. 9 seconds left. 7 seconds left into the front court. Middle of the court. Snelling 3-ball front rim. Rebound tipped around. Lopez has it, throws it at the basket at the buzzer. It doesn't go, and that'll end the third quarter. At the end of 3, Alliance 36, Gering 35 on the West Coast scoreboard.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays. Or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Back for the fourth quarter here from Alliance High School. We've got a 1-point ball game. Alliance leading 36-35. Snelling on the floor along with Mitchell, Schaub, Lopez, and Chloe Fries. Alliance with the ball. Shoemaker, one-handed pass. Oligmuller, 3-ball left side, too strong. Off the glass. Schaub will pick it up. Lopez quickly head to Fries on the left wing. Chloe to the basket, drives off the glass too hard. Rolls comes down with the rebound for Alliance. She'll bring it across herself. Goes to Shoemaker on the left wing. Shoemaker has it. Finds Oligmuller. Back to Shoemaker. They play catch with it. Skip pass as Rolls pops out. Quickly inside to Siza. Her jump hook doesn't go, and the rebound tipped around. Knocked out. It'll stay at the Alliance end. Oligmuller will trigger it in. The Alliance offensive end. Lob inside, Rolls, knocked away. As the ball went to Oligmuller, she was still standing out of bounds when it came to her. So it'll go over to Gering. And a chance for Gering to take a lead. Paige Lopez with 12 points in the game. The lead all scorer. She brings it center court to Snelling on the right wing. Kelly one dribble back to Fries, quickly inside. Mitchell tried to go quickly to Lopez and threw it over her head. Little too tall for the 5'4" senior to haul in. It's Blythe Bonas checking in for the Alliance Bulldogs, playing with those 4 personal fouls. Sat out most of the third quarter. Oligmuller into the front court. Shoemaker from left to right inside. Siza turnaround against Mitchell. Can't score it. As Schaub comes down with the rebound for Gering. Outlet Lopez quickly ahead. Fries, and the pass goes through her hands. Out of bounds. Gering turns it over. Another empty possession. And Alliance will come the other way, leading by 1 with 6:47 left in the game. Rolls top of the key. Shoemaker. Oligmuller kick it inside. Bonas. Nothing doing. Back outside Shoemaker. She'll take the pull-up jumper inside the arc and drain it. Shoemaker, her first points of the game. 38-35. Alliance by 3. Lopez top of the key here. Snelling. Chance to tie right here. Count it. Kelly Snelling ties the game at 38 with a 3 with 6:14 left in the game. At the Alliance end, Rolls goes inside. Shoemaker on the dribble right side, nothing doing. Kick it inside. Bonas against Schaub. Turnaround in the paint, doesn't go. Lopez there with the rebound. On the push, quickly ahead. Page into the paint, to the basket, pull up. Too strong, rebound tipped around. Siza has it. Almost throws it away, but Rolls runs down the errant pass. Up to Shoemaker, wide open 3 for Janae. In and out. Lopez, we're tied at 38, 5:41 left. Ahead, Snelling, wide open 3 for Kelly. Back-to-back threes. Kelly Snelling. Gering on top, 41-38, 5.5 left in the game. Oleg, check that, Rolls has it. Holds the ball above her head, left wing. Siza pops out, turnaround 15-footer. Nothing but net. And Gering with a 1-point lead at 41-40, 5:14 left. Freeze holds it, bounce out on top, Snelling. Lopez down in the corner. Here's Schaub inside the arc with a jumper that misses the mark. Ziza comes down with the rebound, double teamed, and Alliance head coach Troy Unziker wants a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it right here from Alliance High School. Stay with us. We will have a post-game show and name our Taco John's player of the game. And then we will get you set up for the boys game between Alliance and Gering. The Alliance boys winning the first game between those two teams back on December 8th. Out of the 30-second timeout. It'll be Alliance's ball. Rolls it triggered in, pressure from Gering. Rolls brings it across, avoids Snelling as she brings it up the floor. Now she'll be picked up by Freeze. Left side is going to the basket is Peyton Gibson, and she's bumped by Paige Lopez. That'll be the second on Paige. Siza will come out for Alliance. Jordan Hoppe, 6'3" junior, into the lineup as Alliance will trigger in at their offensive end. They throw it away. Lopez has it on the run out all the way to the basket. The layup too strong. Gibson pulls down the rebound for Alliance. Gering with a 1-point lead as Oligmuller has it. Center of the court, and Paige almost had it stolen away. And her third personal foul, and those have all come here in this fourth quarter. 7th team foul on Gering, so that'll send Oligmuller to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Here's Jenna Baltazar into the Gering lineup for Olivia Schaub. As Megan Oligmuller, a 5'5" junior, 58% on the year, misses that free throw. And Gering looking to increase this 1-point lead. Lopez bounce right side, down in the corner, Baltazar. They work it around the outside of the arc. Alliance has stayed in that 2-3 zone. Skip pass, Lopez lob inside Baltazar, looking baseline, kick out back to Lopez for a 3 ball, and Lopez drains a 3. She's got 15. And Gering by 4, 44-41, 4:06 left in the game. Oligmuller on the dribble to the left side, tried to go down low to Bonas, and its pass goes out of bounds. That'll another Alliance turnover. And Gering with another 4-point lead. And they've got the ball. Paige into the front court on the dribble. DeFreeze on the right wing. Chloe will put it on the floor, right back to Lopez, wide open for another 3. Back iron too strong. There's Jenna on the rebound. And the foul on Blythe Bonas. And if that will be her 5th and final foul. And it is, and she will foul out with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. And Lopez, who got hit on that last shot, went to the floor, and she's in some pain as she lays down in front of the Gering bench. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:43 left in the game. Gering 44, Alliance 40 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Across the state, every eye and ear is focused on one stadium where the sea of red is man-made. A place where every Saturday is a stage for our team, for our resolve, and for our values.
It's toughness, it's dedication, it's work ethic. That's what Nebraska is.
This is Husker Nation.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
They continue to attend to Paige Lopez in front of the Gering bench as she came over and was bending low at the waist, and they were bending her right leg as the Alliance trainer has come over, and she's going to need some assistance and having a lot of trouble trying to get to the bench. And she will be helped to the bench. And Paige Lopez looking to be in a lot of pain as Kiera Aguayo checking in on the Gering side. Gering will have the ball. Chloe Freeze will trigger the inbound for Gering. They lead it by 4. Bounce inside. Try to get to Mitchell. Knocked away. And Alliance will come the other way. Oleg Mueller with it. Ahead to Shoemaker. As Rolls comes out high post. Back to Siza. Look down low. They find Jordan Hopp all alone. And Jordan Hopp lays it up and in.
Use your head out there.
A 2-point Gering game, 44-42. High post. Mitchell, kick out. Aguayo, one dribble, looked at the 3, didn't take it to Freeze. Drives, blocked by Hopp, and will have a jump ball. The ball will remain at the Gering end. Possession arrow pointing Gering's way. Quick in trigger into Mitchell from 15 feet away, won't fall. Rebound tipped around. Alliance will have it, trailing by 2. Here's Riley Rolls up the left side, driving against Freeze. Shot doesn't go, but she'll draw the foul. As trainers continue to look at Paige Lopez on the Gering bench. So Riley Rolls at the free throw line as Chloe Freeze with her second personal foul here. 8th team foul on Gering. As Rolls sinks the first one, she's got 10. And a chance to tie right here. Schaub in. And now Paige up and walking in front of the Gering bench. Rolls misses on the second one. And Gering started to come the other way, was stopped by the officials. And now Steve Land wants a timeout. 2:55 left in the game. Gering 44, Alliance 43 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
Jeff Kelly back at Alliance High School out of the timeout. Gering with the ball, 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Gering with a 1-point lead. Snelling into the front court. Schaub has it. 2-3 zone. Schaub will launch from bonus distance, miss it. Rolls comes down with it. Quickly up the far side against Snelling. Takes it down deep into the corner, double teamed, and it's knocked out of her hands, but it'll remain with Alliance. Paige Lopez trying to walk it off down below us here from our broadcast position. here at Alliance High School. So Alliance will trigger it in quickly in. Shoemaker on the left side. Kick out rolls. Top of the key. Holds the ball above her head. Looks. Size a high post. 15 feet away. Off the mark. Snelling runs it down in the corner. She'll slow it down. Walk it. Bring it across for Gering. Into the front court. Left side Schaub. Olivia out on top of Aguayo. Right side Snelling. Right side outside as she holds it. Gering will run some clock. Alliance in that 2-3 zone. Try to get it to Aguayo. Knocked away. She has to run it down in the backcourt. She'll give it up to Snelling. Snelling drives, throws it up the right hand, off the glass and in. Kelly Snelling with 16 points. Gering by 3. 46-43, a minute 47 left. Oligmuller kicks it inside. 2 hops. She drives to the basket. Shot doesn't go. But a foul prior to the shot on Ariana Mitchell. And Ariana will pick up her 4th, and there comes Paige Lopez back into the game. Checking back in with a minute 41 left. As Jordan Hopp, 53% on the season from the free throw line. Drains the first one. And it's a 2-point ball game. 46-44, a minute 41 left. Second one by Hopp. She's good on both of those. She's got 6. And we've got a 1-point ball game, 46-45 Gering. A minute 36 left in the game. Lopez into the front court. Picked up there by Shoemaker. Cross-court pass to Snelling. She holds it out by the Alliance Bulldog logo on the far side. Now Shoemaker will come out to pick her up. Kelly puts it on the floor, takes it into the right corner. On the dribble, looking. And Steve Land calls for another timeout. We'll keep it right here with a minute 13 left. Remind you, stay with us. We'll have the boys game. As we said, Alliance comes into the game. The Alliance boys, 12-3 record, ranked number 7 in Class B by the state's largest newspaper. The Alliance Bulldogs looking for a win after they were defeated by Ogallala, and that broke a 9-game winning streak for the Alliance boys, so they're looking to get back on the winning side. And Gering boys looking to get back to 500 on the season as they stand at 5-6. But we're not done with this one here from Alliance High School, as we've got a 1-point lead for Gering. As the huddle breaks around head coach Steve Land. Jenna Baltazar back into the game. Baltazar, Snelling, Schaub, Mitchell, Lopez. Starting 5 on the floor for Gering. As they will inbound far sideline at the Gering offensive end as they work from right to left. Toss in will come from Mitchell into Lopez. She's picked up there and by Shoemaker and then fouled. And Page, who went to the bench a couple of minutes ago with an injury, back out on the floor. Third foul on Janae Shoemaker. Paige Lopez with 15 in the game. Drains the first one. 16 points for Paige Lopez. Gering by 2. Paige shooting 56% from the free throw line this season. Misses the first one, back iron, rebound tipped around, Lopez gets it, can't convert on the layup as Hopp pulls down the rebound. Outlet comes to Roll, she picks up her dribble, she'll have to give it to Oligmuller, she rolls, gets it right back. Shoemaker underneath a minute, 58 seconds left. High post, size a 15-footer off the front iron. Ariana Mitchell with it. Gering leading by 2. Lopez into the front court against Shoemaker. Takes it center court, tries to bounce it to Baltazar. Baltazar's shot doesn't go, rebound tipped around. It'll be Alliance's ball with 37 seconds left. 47-45. Gering on top, pressure by Gering. Oligmuller, now Gering, pressure drops back. Oligmuller takes it left side, and Troy Unziger wants a timeout. A full timeout, we'll take it with him. Gering leads Alliance on the West Coast scoreboard.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays, or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Out of the timeout, Alliance with the ball, 30 seconds left. Trigger the inbound, Siza to Oligmuller, to Shoemaker on the left wing. One-handed pass right side as they bounce it inside to Siza. Outlet to Shoemaker. She drives, ball stripped away, picked up by Kelly Snelling. 15 seconds left. Snelling up the floor, and then she's fouled by Megan Oligmuller. That'll be the third on her, 7th team on Gering, and Kelly Snelling shooting 68% from the free throw line here tonight. Tied with Paige Lopez for game high honors with 16 on the Gering side. First one by Kelly, finds the mark. Gering with a 3-point lead, and Alliance head coach Troy Unziger with another timeout. And once again, we'll keep it right here with 12 seconds left. Don't want to miss any of this action coming down the stretch. Gering boys and girls on the road next Tuesday in Ogallala. A tough match for both the Gering boys and girls. The Ogallala girls 13-3 on the year. The Ogallala boys undefeated. They defeated Alliance in Ogallala a week ago. We'll have that one for you on KNEB next Tuesday from Ogallala, Nebraska. Snelling looking to make it a 4-point Gering lead with 12 seconds left. Second one from Kelly. That one's up and in. Snelling with 18. 49-45. Shoemaker on the dribble right side. Picked up by Snelling. 3 ball. Emerson Siza off the back iron. Rebound fought for. Loose on the floor. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Gering's ball with 0.1 second left. Last touch by Alliance as they inbound to Lopez. The buzzer sounds, and Gering comes away and beats Alliance for the 3rd time this season. Your final score, Gering 49, Alliance 45 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
An exciting girls game here from Alliance High School. It's in the books, and the Gering girls go to 8-6 on the year as they defeat Alliance for the third time this season. 49-45 is your final score. With the loss, Alliance drops to 5-10 on the year. And for the Gering girls, a 2-game winning streak for Gering. Scoring went this way in the game. Alliance held an 11-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. Both teams with 13 points in the second quarter, and Alliance led at halftime 25-22. Gering took their first lead in the game in the third quarter with roughly about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left, as Gering outscores Alliance 12-11 in that third quarter, but still trailed by 1, 36-35 at the end of 3 quarters. From then on, Gering took another lead just as they tied it at 38 in the fourth quarter, then took the 41-38 lead, increased the lead to 4 at 44-40 at one point. Alliance came back, cut it to 1, but from then on, Gering outscored Alliance 5-2 down the stretch, and they outscore Alliance in the fourth quarter 14-9 to come away with the 49-45 win to go to 8-6 on the year. We'll come back and look at the final numbers, but once again, your final score: Gering 49, Alliance 45 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. The girls' game is in the books, and the Gering girls go to 8-6 on the year as they defeat Alliance. 49-45 was your final score. Let's take a look at the final numbers, and the final numbers brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Scoring went this way. First for Alliance, they were led in scoring tonight by Emerson Siza with 10 points. 10 points also for Riley Rolls for Alliance, both of them with 10 points. 8 points for Blythe Bonas. 6 points for Jordan Hopp. Megan Oligmuller also with 6 points. And 2 points each tonight for Janae Shoemaker and Cameron Treidel. Blythe Bonas, as we said, with 8 points. She fouled out with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game, as Gering wins 49-45. Take a look at the scoring for Gering, as we had 2 players in double figures, led by Kelly Snelling with 17 points. Paige Lopez chipped in 16. Those are the only 2 Gering players in double figures. 6 points tonight for Ariana Mitchell, 2 for Jenna Baltazar, 2 points for Kiera Aguayo, Olivia Schaub with 1, and Chloe Fries with 3 points here tonight as Gering gets the 49-45 win. Well, let's name our Taco John's player of the game, and our player of the game brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. Our Taco John's player of the game tonight, we're going to give that to Paige Lopez. A gutty performance by Paige as she was injured in the fourth quarter. About midway through the fourth quarter, went to the bench and got some treatment and came back into the game and hit a big 3 for Gering in the fourth quarter, and then added a free throw as she ends the game with 16 points, 6 at halftime, 10 in the second half for Paige Lopez. Girls game in the books. Let's set up the boys game for you as Gering taking on Alliance for the second time this season. Alliance coming in at 12-3. And as we said, had a 9-game winning streak broken last week by Ogallala in Ogallala. The final there, 67-64. Ogallala ranked number 7 in Class B by the state's largest newspaper. Gering coming in at 5-6, looking to get back to 500 on the year as they were winners over Torrington Tuesday night. The final score there was 64-61 as Gering and Torrington were tied at 18 at the end of one. They were tied at 33 at halftime. Gering outscoring Torrington 17-11 in the third quarter to lead 50-44. After 3, they go on to get the 64-61 win. Bryce Sherrill led the way with 21 points, Riley Shills with 13, and Henry Alvarez with 11. Second meeting. Check that, the third meeting between these two teams as they met on December 8th, and Alliance coming away with the 10-point win, 59-49. Alliance led 31-24 at half. They led 41-44 at the end of 3. They outscored Gering 15-8 in the fourth quarter to come away with the 59-49 win. And a week prior to that, on December 1st in the Western Conference Tournament, Alliance beating Gering pretty handily. 62-35 was the final score there. Alliance led 30-17 at halftime after outscoring Gering 15-8 in the second quarter. That lead expanded to 55-26 after 3. A big third quarter from Alliance as they outscore Gering 25-9 in that third quarter, and they go on to get the 62-35 win over Gering in the first meeting of the season. Nobody in double figures for Gering that night. Riley Shills, though, led the way with 9 points. Bryce Sherrill with 6. Xavier Horst also with 6 for Gering. Leading the way for Alliance in that first game, Mason Heemstra with 21 points. And the second meeting of the year, Mason Heemstra with 30 points. So someone that Gering will definitely need to watch here in this game tonight. As we said, the third meeting between these two teams, and Alliance has taken the first 2. Well, Chris Cottrell caught up with Gering head coach Rick Winkler, and that interview's next as we continue here on 960 AM KNEB.
Across the state, every eye and ear is focused on one stadium where the sea of red is man-made. A place where every Saturday is a stage for our team, for our resolve, and for our values.
It's toughness, it's dedication, it's work ethic. That's what Nebraska is.
This is Husker Nation.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor can do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
We're back on KNEB this evening between games as the Gering girls and boys are in Alliance tonight. TV coverage, radio as well. We'll get it back to Jeff Kelly here in just a little bit. Chris Cottrell hanging out now. Time for our pregame coaches visit with Gering boys head man Rick Winkler. Pregame chat brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his fine staff for all your upcoming spring sports needs. Well, Coach Winkler got a nice little win at home earlier this week. A Torrington team that came in about, 5 games over 500. They got some guys that can really fill it up, and you guys are able to get the job done. You win by 3. How'd you feel about the way everything turned out for you?
No, I was really proud of the kids. They really, we only had a day of practice and kind of challenged them. I think we held our own. We out-rebounded them, and then limited turnovers for the most part, and I was just pretty proud of the win.
Yeah, you got a nice effort from Bryce Sherrill. I know it's been one of those deals where you've been waiting on one of those breakout games from him. He's athletic. He can rebound. He can score on the offensive end. He got you 21 points over at your place the other night. So to see him kind of bust out, that couldn't have come at a better time.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. We kind of had a little meeting after practice, just me and him, and I just kind of told him that because I know what he can do, and he knows what he can do. He just hasn't done it in a game, and it was just kind of, just stop thinking and just go out there and play. Quit trying to, not make a mistake, and just get out there and do what I've seen him do this summer and what I've seen him do in practice. And he finally did that and looked good doing it.
And you got a couple other double-digit scorers also. So when you're able to get like one of those guys to get up around 15 to 20, and then you have a couple other guys fill in with double digits also, that kind of rounds out the offense and balances things out for you.
Yeah, that helps out a lot. Especially X is our scorer most of the time throughout the year so far, and he struggled, but he just they kind of limited him a little bit, and so we needed somebody else to step up, and we did. Henry played a really good game. Riley had a good game. So we kind of just had some other guys that step up, and I feel I was kind of waiting for that, and if that happens, consistently, we're going to be a pretty dangerous team down the road.
Well, let's talk about this Alliance team. What makes them so tough for you guys to handle so far this year?
I think the first game maybe we were just everything new, coach and some kids that haven't played, and I think that was a little part of that game at the college. We just weren't playing like we were. The game in Gering, I think we kind of played a little better and kind of got after them a little bit. But they're very athletic. They hustle like crazy. They got Heemster's a really good shooter. He can do everything. Shoot from outside. He can drive. He's tough to stop. And then they got nice role players that know their role. So teams like this kind of can give us problems. So it's gonna be a tough challenge for us, and I think we're up to it, but we'll see, I guess.
Obviously, it's always a tough spot to go and win a basketball game at their place. Student section gets into it. They always want to win at home against the Scottsbluff and Gerings of the world. So when they're placed tonight, one thing that always stands out is keeping the emotions in check. How do you guys stay within yourselves and worry about playing basketball only, get through all a bunch of that other stuff and kind of let that roll off the back and just play basketball?
Well, that's a tough thing to do, and our kids can be emotional and stuff. But I'm hoping that the Torrington game and just getting that win kind of gets us on a roll and gets us more focused on basketball instead of all the other stuff around, and know that we just have to take care of the stuff we can on the floor and not get too worked up either one way or the other. I think maybe the Scottsbluff game, even though we didn't play as well, just the emotions of that game, I think we handled that decent enough to where we didn't, go out there and push people around to a point. We just kind of, we played basketball, and I think that's what you have to do in this type of game, especially on the road. Newcastle, I think, helped a little bit because Newcastle was a really tough place to play. They, it's that type of gym like ours. It's super loud, and not that we handled that really well either, but I mean, I think we've been in those situations already, so hopefully that helps us.
And we'll get you out of here on this one, Coach. Wrapping up with Rick Winkler, Gering boys coach, ahead of tip-off tonight at Alliance. Our key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty. You get that with every new vehicle purchase there at Team Auto. So tough environment tonight, tough team, obviously, with Alliance. What's it take for you guys to have a chance to win this thing down the stretch, you think? X's and O's wise, what do you have to do?
Well, I think we got to – last time they out-rebounded us, they kind of got the 50-50 balls. No, it's the same theme I go through every time. We got to limit turnovers. We got to out-rebound them, and I think those two things are key. And then we kind of want to go into the fourth quarter, being in the game like we did in Gering, but making that run. Against Torrington, we made a run in the third, and I think that helped and kind of sped them up a little bit. And they missed some shots maybe they don't normally miss, and I think if we can do that in Alliance, it's going to be a tough game. I think maybe we have a chance to at least stay in the game and then go from there.
Should be fun tonight. Tip-off coming up here in just a few minutes from Alliance with Gering and their rival Bulldogs. We'll get it back to Jeff Kelly coming up here in just a moment. Coach Winkler, appreciate the time as always, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Chris.
We'll come back with more right after this on KNEB.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant. Plus, Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
High school as we get set for the boys game between Alliance and Gering. And switch it around from the girls contest. The girls had defeated Alliance the two previous times they met. On the boys' side, the Alliance boys have defeated Gering the previous two times that they met, as they defeated Alliance defeated Gering 62-35 at the Western Conference tournament, and they also defeated them back in December, a week later, by a score of 59-49. So Gering coming off that win over Torrington Tuesday night, looking for more. And of course Alliance, they had a 9-game winning streak snapped by Ogallala a week ago tonight. So Alliance looking to expand on their 12-3 record on the season. Starting lineups brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. Alliance will start this way. It'll be Corbin Stark, 5'9", and a senior, averaging 8 points a game. Joel Baker, 5'10", and a senior, also averaging 8 points a game. Reese Jensen, 6'3", and a senior at 5 points a game. Braden Palmer at 6'4", and a junior, averaging 7 points a game. But the big man that Gering will have to at least try to slow down tonight, Mason Heemstra, 5'11", and a sophomore, averaging 23 points a game. He's been in double figures in the previous two meetings between Gering and Alliance. He scored 30 the last meeting, and then the first meeting in the Western Conference tournament, he pours in 21. Gering's starting lineup will look this way. It'll be Xavier Horst, a 6-foot senior, Bryce Sherrill, a 6'4" junior, Henry Alvarez, 6'4", and a senior, Colton Evers, 6'3", and a junior, and Riley Shills, 6'6", and a senior. There are your starting lineups, brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College, and we will take one more break and come back with the opening tip from Alliance High School. You're listening to high school basketball on 960 AM and 100.3 FM KNEB.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better, you'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available, plus all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant, plus Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Getting ready for the start of the boys game. Gering girls getting their 8th win of the year as they defeat Alliance 49-45 was the final score in that contest. Kelly Snelling leading the way with 17 points for Gering. Paige Lopez with 16. Paige, our Taco John's player of the game here tonight. Elsewhere in girls basketball, up in Rapid City, South Dakota, the Scottsbluff girls come away with a win over Rapid City Central. 64-59 was the final there. Rapid City Stevens will be in Scottsbluff tomorrow afternoon. Sydney Lady Raiders defeated Chadron 50-33. The Mitchell Tigers over Gordon Rushville, that game final 53-31. The Kimball girls defeat Sutherland 54-21, and it was South Platte over Bayard 52-44 was the final score in that contest as we get just about ready to start this one here tonight. Some updates on some scores in boys basketball. The Torrington boys trailing Rollins at the half 29-21. Coming off that 64-61 loss to Gering last Tuesday night. And of course the Scottsbluff boys taking on Rapid City Central. In the first quarter, the Chadron boys leading Sydney 12-5 in that game. Just about ready for the start of the starting lineups, and we'll have our opening tip. And our opening tip brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Of course, Gering will be the road team. The road blue uniforms, blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. As the starting five for Gering, awaiting to be introduced. Alliance, of course, the home team in the white uniforms with blue letters and numbers trimmed in black. Thanks for listening on KNEB, and thanks for watching on KNEB.TV, coming to you on Allo Channel 15 and Mobius Communications Channel 1500. And there will be KNEB.TV coverage tomorrow afternoon for the Scottsbluff game at Scottsbluff High School. So be sure to watch then. A little bit of a delay here as the officials around the scores table as we await the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to Alliance High School for today's varsity.
Getting ready to get this one underway here from Gering. And of course you can listen to the game here today and relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at kneb.com, and that's brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Logos, and coming to you tonight from the Logos broadcast booth. And be sure to stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or too small for Logos in downtown Gering. Paul Edens, Andrew Dick, Dave Hawksworth, our officials for tonight's game. Gering coming in at 5-6, Alliance at 12-3, and told you about that 9-game winning streak that was snapped by Alliance. That winning streak started with Sydney back on the 15th of December and ended a month later against Gordon Rushville as they defeated Gordon Rushville 68-23. But Ogallala undefeated on the year, 16-0 as they defeated Alliance a week ago. In Ogallala, Xavier Horst, Bryce Sherrill, Henry Alvarez, Colton Evers, and here's Riley Shills being introduced for Gering.
And now for Alliance.
And go over Alliance's lineup one more time. And it'll be Corbin Stark, Joel Baker, Reese Jensen, Mason Heemstra, and Braden Palmer. And Mason Heemstra scoring in double figures in the two previous meetings between these teams, scoring 30 at the game in Gering back on December 8th. He scored 21 in the game against Gering in the Western Conference Tournament at the start of the season. As Mason Heemstra introduced, and here's Braden Palmer, the big man in the middle, 6'4", and a junior. A fully packed gym here at Alliance High School. Of course, the students across the way on the stage. In the stands over there, most of the crowd for both Alliance and Gering sitting on this south side of the gymnasium as Palmer gets ready to jump it up against Riley Shills. As we're just about set for basketball here from Alliance High School. As we have 8 minutes on the clock and we're ready to go. And the ball's up and the tap controlled by Alliance, run down by Heemstra. Alliance will work from right to left here in this first half. Heemstra on the push into the paint, runs into Shills, loses the handle. Palmer on the floor picking it up. They'll get into the hands of Jensen, who throws it up at the basket. And traveling called. And turnover will give the ball to Gering. Gering working from left to right. Alvarez has it on the right wing. Down in the corner, he finds Ebers. Ebers on the dribble, looking inside. He'll launch a three-pointer. Comes up a little bit short. Alvarez rebound, kicks to Ebers. His shot blocked by Palmer. Into the hands of Heemstra, and Alliance will come the other way. No score here, just underway. Corbin Stark out front on the dribble, quickly gives it up to Jensen. Heemstra for a three ball, around the rim, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Henry Alvarez, and Gering looking for their first points of the game. Sherrill, top of the key, Horst. Quickly to Ebers. Looking, Evers one dribble, a turn-on, and pass to Alvarez to Shills inside the arc left side, and Riley Shills, who had double figures Tuesday night, gets Gering on the board first as Baker goes inside to Palmer, and Palmer drags his pivot foot, and the turnover gives it to Gering. Into the front court. Horst quickly in the right corner. Shills, he'll take it on the dribble inside the arc right side, looking inside for Alvarez, nothing there. Back outside, Horst. Pull up jumper, baseline, high off the far iron. Henry Alvarez there, and he's tied up by Baker. And the possession arrow gives the ball to Alliance. 6:16 left first quarter, 2-0 Gering. Heemstra will bring it across. For Alliance goes to Stark. Stark on the left side, bounce out on top quickly to Baker. Down low, Heemstra One-handed dish in down low. Braden Palmer scores it, and we're tied at 2. 5:55 left first quarter. Horst on the dribble for Gering. Shills lobs it inside, finds Henry Alvarez. Alvarez, his 10-footer misses the mark. Rebound comes down. They'll give it up to Mason Heemster. Brings it up the right side. Quickly Palmer into the hands of Joel Baker. Michael Baker, the head coach for Alliance. Here's Stark with a 3 off the glass into the hands of Riley Shills. And Rick Winkler wants Gering to slow it down a little bit, as Alvarez has it tipped away, picked up by Horst out front on the dribble against Stark. Riley out top. Gering running set plays as Shills dumps down the corner to Alvarez, reverse layup, up and good. 4-2 Gering. 4:52 left first quarter. Stark has it far sideline, give it up to Palmer. Quickly to Baker, bounce entry into Heemster. He has to run it down as Sherrill got a hand in there. Pull up jumper, Baker counted for 3. And Alliance takes the lead back 5-4 with 4.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Into the offensive end as Gering works left to right. Horst on the dribble, bounce. Right side, Evers holds the ball above his head. Looking inside. Now looking, you'll find Shills at the free throw line. Riley starts a drive, kick out. Sherrill to the end of the paint. Sherrill misses the basket. Ball stolen away on the rebound from Evers. Heemster on the run out all the way to the basket. Layup falls. Mason Heemster, his first 2. Alliance by 3, 7-4, 3:54 left. Bounce inside, the pass goes through the hands of Shills. And Alliance will come the other way. Here's Reese Jensen, the drive and dish, Stark, and Stark looking for somebody, but it was knocked out of bounds by Gering. It'll remain at the Alliance end. Colin Schroyer checking in along with Trevor Dubray for Alliance. Triggered in near sideline to Heemster. Top of the key, one-handed pass to Baker for another 3. Baker, who had 14 points the last time these two teams met, gives Alliance a 6-point lead. 3:26 left here in the first quarter. Alvarez to the free throw line. Kick out Horst, takes the free throw line extended, can't score it. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez loses the handle, loose ball picked up. Evers drives with the right hand off the glass, doesn't go. But Colton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Trevor Dubray, he'll pick up his first. As Evers steps to the free throw line. Off the back iron. No good for Evers. Evers will get one more chance. 10-4. Alliance on top. As Evers sinks 1 out of 2. Alliance by 5. Gering in a 1-3-1 zone. Reese Jensen is fouled by Alvarez. That'll be the first on Henry. First team on Gering. The ball will stay at the Alliance end. Alliance will trigger it in near sideline at their offensive end. Quickly into Mason Heemstra. Brett Bazankas checked into the Gering lineup. Back to Heemstra, free throw line. He'll shoot it from there, misses everything, saved from going out of bounds. Jensen back to Dubray, hits the 3 and he's fouled. Trevor Dubray just off the Alliance bench hits the 3. and is fouled, so we'll go to the line for a possible 4-point play. And Gering head coach Rick Winkler wants a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here. Stay with us at halftime. Girls head coach Steve Land will join us. Big win for his team as the girls win it 49-45 was the final score. Gering girls going to 8-6 on the season. We'll have more basketball action for you Tuesday from Ogallala, Nebraska. Tough opponent for the Bulldogs on both the boys and girls side. So the boys undefeated at 16-0 on the season. The foul was on Riley Shills. As Dubray can't convert as it rolls off. And Gering will come the other way, trailing by 8. On the wing, Pazanka has it, looking. Now Brett will put it on the floor, go into the paint, lose the handle, loose ball on the floor, finally picked up by Evers. Back to Horst. Here's Alvarez with it. Gering continues to work with it. Shills dumps it inside, Evers to the basket. Layup doesn't go, but a whistle and a foul. And that'll put, check that, a non-shooting foul. And they will give the ball to Gering, but a foul on Gering on Brett Pazanka. His first, team's third. The Alliance will have it, trailing by, or leading by 8 points. As Heemster comes into the front court, goes to Dubray. Out on top, work it around the arc. Down low, Heemster inside the arc. His jumper misses the mark. It's Cody Ferguson into the Gering lineup. Horst comes down with the rebound. Xavier will bring it the other way, get a screen from Ferguson. Back to Evers as they run the weave out front. Alvarez, here's Horst. Left side, outside, he'll put it on the floor. Looked at the step back, didn't take it as Jensen got out there on him. In the corner, Alvarez bounce out on front. Back to Horst for a deep three. Front rim. And Dubray will let it go out of bounds and give it back to Alliance. Caden Kindred and Connor Ferreter into the Alliance lineup. Alliance with the ball, leading by 8. It's Mason Heemster not in the Alliance lineup. There's Dubray out on top as they work it around to Ferreter. Dubray in the corner. Baker back to Kindred, working around the outside of the arc. As Dubray starts to drive, cut off. 3 ball from Joel Baker, count it. Joel Baker with 7. 16-5. The Alliance lead grows. 56 seconds counted down here in the first quarter. Henry Alvarez on the dribble, drive to the paint, off the glass and in. They're going to call charging on Alvarez. As Henry Alvarez picks up his second personal, third team, and a timeout taken by Gering. 49 seconds left first quarter. Alliance 16, Gering 5 on the West Coast scoreboard.
With Viero's entertainment trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the entertainment trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
Care Heilbron, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbron and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Back in Alliance, Jeff Kelly with you from the Logos broadcast booth. 47 seconds left, 16-5 Alliance. Dubray on the right wing. They work at left side to Ferreter. Continue to work it around the outside of the arc. Is Alliance, and Dubray will launch a three ball. Misses that one. Cody Ferguson comes down with the rebound for Gering. Outlet to Pazeka into the midcourt to Sherrill. 22 seconds left. Shills. Ganos as Sherrill drives the ball. Misses the basket, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Tommy Ganos into the Gering lineup. 2 shots for Bryce Sherrill. Bryce hits the first one. He had 6 points the last time these two teams met. Cuts the Alliance lead to 10 points. And officials conferring. And Bryce Sherrill will get a second free throw here. Try and make it a 9-point Alliance lead. And he drains them both. Sherrill with 2. 16-7. Quickly up the floor comes Alliance. Heemster back in the Alliance lineup. Holds the ball out by the 10-second line. Picked up there by Ganos. On the dribble drive, pull up. Doesn't go, but Heemster draws the foul. And he'll go to the line. With 3.7 seconds left. Heemster, just a sophomore, 5'11", averaging 22 points a game, 83% from the line this season. And it's back to a 10-point Alliance lead. Two dribbles by Heemster, second free throw on the way. He's good on both of those, giving 4 points. 11-point Alliance lead at the buzzer. Ganos in and out. Ganos can't score, and that'll end the first quarter. At the end of one, Alliance 18, Gering 7 on the West Coast scoreboard.
The last time you were at Teacher's Corner. We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
11-point leaders. We start the second quarter, and Gering will have it, moving left to right. Trigger the inbounds to Xavier Horst on the dribble drive, goes up with the right hand, can't score it on the scoop. Palmer comes down with the rebound for Alliance. In the hands of Heemstra to Connor Ferreters. They work it outside the arc. Corbin Stark in the hands of Kindred. Good defense by Gering. As Kindred has it. Back to Stark, driving. Layup too strong. Palmer's rebound. Put back, comes up just a little bit short. Pazanko with the rebound. Outlet to Evers, down low. Shills, turnaround over Palmer. Count it. Riley Shills with 4. 9-point Alliance lead quickly up the floor. Here's Heemstra into the paint to the basket, flip with the right hand, and he puts it up and in. And Alliance answers right back to make it 20-9 here. 6:55 left in the first half. Pazanka on the dribble to Sherrill, pull up jumper, free throw line, count it for Bryce Sherrill. And it's back to a 9-point lead with 6:42 left here in the first half. Palmer to Stark on the left wing. Kindred has it. Heemstra on the left side. Heemstra drives into Shills, and they'll call Heemstra for the offensive foul. He'll pick up his first. Team's third on Alliance. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Stay with us at halftime. Have our halftime conversation with girls head coach Steve Land. Recap a little bit of that game. Recap the first half scoring in this one from Alliance High School. Gering with the ball, forced into the front court for Gering against Heemstra on the dribble. Looking for someone, I'll have to toss it out on front. Bryce Sherrill. Sherrill to the paint with the left hand off the glass. Bryce Sherrill with 6. Alliance's lead cut to 7 here as we near the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Connor Ferreter, top of the key to Stark. Stark on the left wing on the dribble, looking, skip pass, now get it down the corner. Ferreter for 3, count that one. Connor Ferreter, the 5'11 junior, and the Alliance lead back to 10. Pull-up baseline jumper for Sherrill, misses the mark. Alliance comes down with Heemstra, long down court pass. Stark on the run out, and Stark scores it. 25-13. As Alliance has opened up a 12-point advantage here in the second quarter. Horst, Shills, three-pointer, and Riley. Riley with the three-pointer to give him 7 on the night. 25-16. They try to get it to Ferreter, and Horst gets a hand in there. It'll remain at the Alliance end as Reese Jensen checks into the Alliance lineup for Caden Kindred, and back in is Joel Baker for Alliance. Inbound triggered to Heemstra, one-hand pass to Baker. Down the corner, Palmer, kick out Baker for another 3. Bounces around and bounces in. Joel Baker is second straight 3. He gets the shooter's roll. 28-16, 4:51 left. Deep 3 from the left corner, off by Horst, long rebound, ahead to Heemstra on the run out, layup goes, and he's fouled. Mason Heemstra makes it 30-16, and he'll go to the free throw line. As the foul was on Xavier Horst, he'll pick up his first, team 6th on Gering. As Heemstra can't convert on traditional three-point play, and Gering will have it down by 14 points here in the second quarter. Ebers drives, baseline right side of the basket, off the glass, doesn't go. Sherrill with the rebound putback.
Come on, Cole, let's go.
And pushing foul called. And no basket there. So we'll walk to the Alliance end, where Reese Jensen will step to the free throw line. 17 foul on Gering, so Alliance in the bonus here. Foul was on Bryce Sherrill, the first on him. As Reese Jensen hits the first one. Reese this season 54% from the free throw line. So he can't nail the second one. Is Sherrill right there to pull down the rebound for Gering as they come the other way. trailing 31-16. Alvarez on the left side, beyond the arc, quickly to Shills. Riley will put it on the floor now. Go drive against Palmer. Step back off the side of the backboard. Outlet pass stolen away by Shills. Back to Horst. He'll find Alvarez on the left wing. Henry can't do anything with it. Give it to Horst. Horst drives the runner with the right hand. Is up and good. And Xavier Horst gets into the scorebook. 31-18. Gering. 3:54 left. Here's Joel Baker for a three. Front iron. Rebound tipped around. Shills comes down with it, battling with Palmer. He'll give it up to Bazanka. Brett will bring it up the right side and hand it to Horst for a deep three. Off the mark. Long rebound down to Baker. Baker on the push. And he's fouled as he crosses the half-court stripe by Xavier Horst. That'll be the second on Xavier, the 8th team foul. So that'll put Joel Baker, the 5'10 senior, at the free throw line. Checking in for Alliance is Colin Schroyer, a 6'3 junior. And Joel Baker, 14 points in the first meeting between these two teams back on December 1st. Drains the first one. 11 first half points for Joel Baker. He'll get a second one. He drains them both. He leads all scorers with 12, and Alliance has opened up a 33-18 lead. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Ebers on the right side, swarmed by Heemstra, puts it on the floor, and is fouled by Heemstra. That'll be the second on him. Only the 4th team on Alliance. Gering will trigger it in. Baseline right at their offensive end. Lob it inside. Henry Alvarez, who puts it up and in. Off the inbounds, Alvarez scores it. As the teams come up the floor, the ball goes out of bounds, and a timeout taken by Alliance head coach Michael Baker. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Well, be sure to download the Elite Physical Therapy Sports app. It's the go-to sports app with the latest news and live scores. Plus, you can watch KNEB.TV and listen to KNEB Sports right in the app. Download the sports app in the Apple or Google Play Store, or go to KNEB.com under the Sports tab, where you can also check out the Elite Physical Therapy live score stream. We'll update some scores for you at halftime on the Elite Physical Therapy Sports app. 3:20 left here in the first half. Gering will have the ball, trailing by 13 points. Alvarez will inbound. Gering offensive end, far sideline from the student section. Gets it in quickly to Pazanka to Shills. Shills free throw line, try to dump it down low. Pass tipped away. Loose. Heemstra picks it up. Heemstra on the push, bounces right side. Stark there, and Stark lays it up and in. Stark with 4. And Alliance has opened up a 15-point lead with 3 minutes left. Pazanka Alvarez drives, dishes to Pazanka, held ball, and give it to Alliance. So Alliance with a 15-point lead. They led 18-7 at the end of the first quarter. As Baker has it. Dribble drive to the free throw line. Back to Stark. Stark free throw line. Here's Reese Jensen for 3 and count it. Jensen with 4. 18-point lead. And as Gering comes up the floor, a whistle and a foul. That'll send Bryce Sherrill to the line, as the foul was on Alliance's Reese Jensen. He'll pick up his first, only the 5th team foul on Alliance, as Bryce Sherrill steps to the free throw line. First one comes up just a little bit short. Dubray in for Heemstra on the Alliance side. Mason will sit down with 2:38 left, only 8 points to this point in the game. Bryce drains the second one. (38-21) and a whistle and a foul at the Alliance offensive end. That'll bring Cody Ferguson into the contest. And the first personal foul on Colton Evers. He'll take a seat on the bench as Reese Jensen, the 6'3" senior, will step to the line as Alliance leads it by 17 points. Jensen 54% this season. Drains the first one, all of his points coming here in the second quarter. Caden Kindred in for Alliance. Kindred's second one on the way, and that one makes it 40-21. And Kindred with 2 points in the game, 2:28 left. Pazanka up the right side to Ferguson, bounce high post. Alvarez in the paint, off the front rim, and a pushing foul away from the ball. A foul on Gering's Cody Ferguson, and the 10th team foul on Gering. So Alliance in the double bonus for the final 2:19 of this game. Dubray with a 3 in the game back in the first quarter. Hits the first one, and it's a 20-point Alliance lead here as we count it down in the first half. The rebound finally corralled off the missed free throw. Ferguson has it. Pazanko bring it into the offensive end for Gering. Directing traffic, he'll take it to the right side. Lob it inside, Shills. Try to get it back outside. Someone got a hand in the passing lane, and the ball on the floor, the held ball. We'll keep it at the Gering end with 2:03 left. Checking back in for Alliance, Corbin Stark. Xavier Horst in for Gering. The possession arrow keeps it at the Gering end where Pazanko will trigger it in, baseline left. Looking, 5-second call on, lob it out, pass to Shills, to Horst, 3 ball in the right corner, counted for Xavier Horst, he's got 5. 41-24 Alliance, underneath 2 minutes here in the first half. Corbin Stark on the dribble. They go into the left side to Baker for a 3 ball that misses the mark. It's Cody Ferguson battling for the rebound for Gering. Goes into the stands on the near side. That'll remain at the Alliance end. And now officials will confer. And they'll give the ball to Gering. As they say, it was last touched by Alliance, so some nice hustle by Cody Ferguson. 41-24, Alliance on top. Horst walks it into the front, into the offensive end on the dribble, turn spin move at the free throw line and count the jumper for Xavier Horst. 41-26. Alliance on top, 1:23 left first half. Kindred gets it to Stark. Stark on the dribble drive, dishes, and an offensive foul called as Riley Shills stands in there and takes the charge. And Corbin Stark will pick up his first, only the 6th team foul on Alliance. We near the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Pazanka into the front court, take it to the left side. Picked up there by Stark, almost traveled. Finds Shills on the right side. Riley on the dribble against Palmer, to the basket, throws it up the right hand, doesn't go. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Baker. Baker quickly up the floor. Give it up to Stark. Stark, ball fake, drive. The runner with the left hand doesn't go. Horst comes down with the rebound, 40 seconds left for Gering. From the right side, another jumper for Xavier Horst. 41-28, 30 seconds left. As Baker will walk it into the front court for Alliance. 23 seconds left. Brett Pazanka picks him up right there. To Stark, right side, outside. Alliance will play for the last shot. 13 seconds left. Stark holds it. Kindred back to Baker. Baker gets a screen. Back to Jensen. 3 left corner off the front rim as the buzzer sounds. And that will end the first half. At halftime, it's Alliance 41, Gering 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays, or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
Across the state, every eye and ear is focused on one stadium where the sea of red is man-made. A place where every Saturday is a stage for our team, for our resolve, and for our values.
It's toughness, it's dedication, it's work ethic. That's what Nebraska is.
This is Husker Nation.
Of the boys game, Alliance on top, 41-28. Steve Land joins us here at halftime, and this was a tough one tonight. You had to work hard for this one. It didn't really come to fruition until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we knew what kind of battle we were going to get into. We knew that they were going to try to control the tempo. They wanted to sprint back and pack in his zone and make you beat them by moving the ball around, playing some half-court zone offense. We made just enough shots to do that tonight, but it was in doubt to the last minute of the game. And they at times played to their style. We tried to speed the game up. We tried to trap. We tried to full-court press. We got quite a few turnovers. I thought overall we did a nice job of not turning the ball over tonight, but part of that was we were just missing a lot of shots, and they sprinted back. They didn't put no pressure on us out front, so there's not going to be as many turnovers, but we just didn't have a whole lot of bench scoring tonight. Kids coming off the bench just didn't knock down the shots that they normally do. In a tight game, you can see that, and we just had to gut it out. We knew that it was going to be like that tonight.
They threw up a 2-3 zone against you tonight. How do you think you handled that?
We moved the ball quite a bit, but I was happy with it. We hit the flash post 2 or 3 times. We should have just turned and shot the ball. We had a nice shot there. We tried to force it outside and then lost the ball. And our big kids didn't shoot the ball extremely well inside, but you got to give credit to Alliance. They got some big kids, and they battled and was real physical, and our kids, they knew, and inside they battled their butts off tonight, but we did. Kelly knocking down some late free throws kind of iced the game there at the last 10-12 seconds mark, and they were huge because we took a couple ill-advised shots, so we didn't really need to take a 3, and I look at the stat sheet, and Alliance put up 14 threes and didn't make any of them. They're not the best shooting three-point team. Their inside game is phenomenal. They got some Division I athletes playing out there, and they made it tough on us. But credit our kids for hanging tight and hanging together. Our locker room was about 150 degrees when we went down there, and they were sweating, and I told them we'd get out of there. Well, we'll meet out in the lobby here, and then funny that we cramped up there at the very end. So. That's things you get when you come up here, and I don't know, you can't say that it's planned or not, but it's what it was, and but our kids battle, and I think we looked down. Jenna didn't get a lot of points tonight, but again, you look down there and she had 13 rebounds again, and so she's been so consistent for us, shooting, holding the team together and rebounding And it's tough to rebound and get 13 boards against them 6'1" kids from Alliance tonight.
Gutty performance, I thought, by Paige Lopez. You said she cramped up late in the game. And I'm sure there was a lot of maybe some doubt on you in your mind and in the team's mind. Is she going to be able to come back? And she comes back, and I just thought it was a very gutty performance down the stretch by Paige.
It really was, and we had 3 timeouts left, and I burned 2 of them in that stretch, and they were both full timeouts. So we did everything in our power to prolong the game so we could get her back in the court, and I think it worked out for us. We didn't have no timeouts at the end, but I would gamble with that any time to get her back on the floor.
So you go from the frying pan to the fire. You've got Ogallala Tuesday night.
Yeah, they're a tough ball game. I think they knocked off McCook tonight, and down to their place, they'll be waiting for us. And we don't really have a full day of practice. Our sophomores play at Scottsbluff Monday, so we'll get the older kids back in the gym and go over some video for Ogallala. We don't know a whole lot about them right now, so we got to get real familiar with them in a hurry now.
All right, a good win tonight. Let's see if we can keep it going Tuesday in Ogallala.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, Steve Land joins us here on their halftime show of the boys' game as Alliance leads Gering 41-28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays. Or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
And ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. January is National Mentoring Month. Teammates would like to honor and thank all past and current mentors, students, and parents.
Welcome back to Alliance High School. Jeff Kelly with you here at halftime. And our halftime comments from girls head coach Steve Land. And here in this game, Alliance led 18-7 at the end of the first quarter. And they expand that lead out to 41-28. Gering with 21 points in that second quarter, but Alliance in that second quarter opened up a 20-point lead at one point, but now they lead here at halftime 41-28. We'll come back and recap the individual scoring, but at halftime, Alliance leads Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
With Viero's entertainment trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the entertainment trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
Welcome back to Alliance High School. We're at halftime, and Alliance with a comfortable 41-28 lead. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. First for Alliance, They were led in scoring in the first half by Joel Baker with 12 points. 8 points at halftime for Mason Heemstra. 5 for Reese Jensen in the first half. 4 points each for Trevor Dubray and Corbin Stark. 3 points for Connor Ferreter and 2 points for Braden Palmer. On the Gering side of the ledger, nobody in double figures, but Xavier Horst led the way with 9 points. 7 points each in the first half, Bryce Sherrill and Riley Shills, and 4 points for Henry Alvarez and Colton Ebers with 1 point in the first half as Gering trails Alliance at halftime 41-28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
With Viero's Entertainment Trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the Entertainment Trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
Halftime, and Alliance leading Gering 41-28. Update you on some other scores going on around the area in boys basketball. Bayard leading South Platte 47-25 in the third quarter. Scottsbluff Bearcats trailing Rapid City Central in the third quarter 40-31. The score there. Sydney leading Shadron 39-34 in the third quarter. At the half, it's Hyannis leading Ansley Litchfield 16-11. And that is about all there is so far in boys varsity basketball around the area here tonight. Gering off tomorrow night. They will travel to Ogallala to take on the Ogallala Indians, undefeated Ogallala, as they took on this Alliance team last Friday night and beat Alliance, and that loss to Ogallala for Alliance snapped a 9-game winning streak, and will be on the road with Gering next Tuesday night, and then Gering on the road a week from tonight in Sydney, where they will take on the Sydney Red Raiders before returning home next Saturday night as Wheelan, Wyoming comes to Gering. But here at halftime in Alliance, Alliance 41, Gering 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the Experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
With you here tonight as Alliance comfortably on top here at halftime over Gering 41-28. Getting ready for the start of the second half. And even though Gering scored 21 points in that second quarter, they were outscored by Alliance 23-21. in the second quarter. Both teams back out on the floor as we get ready for the start of the second half here from Alliance High School. Updated, John, what was going on up in Rapid City as Chris Cottrell bringing you Scottsbluff Bearcat basketball on 101.7 The Trail, and Scottsbluff trailing Rapid City Central in the third quarter, I should say. And the Bearcats will be at home tomorrow night as Rapid City Stevens comes to town. And that one will be here on KNEB. It'll also be on KNEB.TV as this game is here tonight. Glad you could be with us tonight on all the KNEB family of stations. There's the KNEB.TV crew here tonight bringing you this action. We get ready for the start of the second half, about a minute and 16 seconds away, and Gering with some work to do. And an interesting tidbit from head coach Steve Land on the girls' side at halftime. Apparently the locker room, the girls' locker room here at Alliance High School, kind of like a sauna for the most part. Said it was about 150 degrees. I don't think it was that warm, but very warm, and took a little bit of a toll on Paige Lopez late in the fourth quarter. She cramped up and had to come out of the game into the fourth quarter, but was able to get her fluid level back up and check back into the game as Gering girls came away with the 49-45 win to go to 8-6 on the year, and they'll look to extend that two-game winning streak Tuesday night in Ogallala, and a tough Ogallala girls team, 13-3 on the year, so it doesn't get any easier for Gering. And then following that game Tuesday night, they will travel to Sydney to take on one of the top 10 teams in Class B, the Sydney Lady Raiders. So a couple of tough tests for the Gering girls as they finish up this three-game road swing that started tonight here in Alliance. It'll be Alvarez, Horst, Shills, Evers, and Sherrill for Gering. Starting five on the floor for Alliance: Stark, Baker, Jensen, Heemster, and Palmer. And Alliance will have it to start this third quarter. They move from left to right. Heemster on the right wing. Holds it. Back to Baker. Down in the corner, here's Heemster. Dribble drive, baseline. Tries to go up and under. Loses his balance. No foul called. Gering quickly the other way with numbers as Evers loses the handle, picks it back up, finds Alvarez for a three ball. And a good start for Gering. Henry Alvarez makes it a 10-point lead at 41-31. Baker gets a screen from Palmer, can't use it, fires at baseline. Stark will bring it out beyond the arc. One-hand bounce entry inside to Palmer, back outside. Stark into the paint, back to Palmer, drives against Shills, off the basket, doesn't go. Palmer puts it back in, second attempt doesn't go. And then a held ball as Alvarez battles with Palmer, and the possession arrow gives it to Gering. And a 10-point lead for Alliance. Horst into the front court, Gering right to left. Alvarez to the top of the key, tries to get it to Shills, almost stolen away as Sherrill picks it up, and a foul called. And the foul was on Alliance's Joel Baker. He'll pick up his first. Keep it at the Gering end. Gering will inbound near sideline in front of their own bench. Toss it backcourt to Horst. He'll bring it front court for Gering, trailing by 10. Evers has it, directing traffic. Shills pops out, top of the key. Back to Horst on the weave out front. Here's Evers, lob it down low. Sherrill to the basket and score it. Bryce Sherrill with 9. 41-33, a mini run by Gering. Start this third quarter. Stark has it knocked away from behind by Horst. 5-0 run by Gering. So Alliance will have it as Heemster will trigger the inbounds. Toss out on top, Stark. Stark has it, bounce in the corner, Baker for a 3 ball, too strong. Sherrill comes down with the rebound. Gering on the push, gets it ahead to Evers, down low, and Colton scores it. Colton with 3. And Gering has cut a 10-point lead to 6. 6 minutes left, third quarter. And Alliance head coach Mike Baker calls a timeout. 5:59 left in the third quarter. Alliance 41, Gering 35 on the West Coast score.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
My big secret for designing a quality kitchen on a budget is J&K Cabinetry. They have all the great standard features that my clients love. Solid wood doors and frames, soft close doors and drawers, dovetail joinery. The quality is amazing. J&K Cabinetry has 17 beautiful locations, sells directly to designers, contractors, and dealers, and provides plenty of options for a semi-custom look. But the most important thing is having a satisfied client and just seeing how much they love their kitchen. J&K Cabinetry, a new kitchen around you.
ZM Lumber in Scotts Bluff, your local headquarters for J&K Cabinetry.
Alliance with the ball, pull-up jumper left side by Stark. Off the mark, Gering with a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Pull-up jumper left side, Sherrill off the mark. Into the hands of Stark, quickly up the right side for Alliance. Cross-court pass down in the corner, here's Baker. To the free throw line, bounces down low, finds Stark. Stark has a block from behind by Horst. Into the hands of Bryce Sherrill. They'll bring it across for Gering. Bounce down low, tries to get it to Evers. Almost lost it, back to Shills inside the arc right side, and Riley shuffles his feet. And the turnover will give it to Alliance. 5:15, almost 3 minutes into this third quarter. Alliance still looking for their first points, as Gering has gone on a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Heemster into the front court for Alliance. Looking left side, finds Stark, left side outside. Bounce out on top, Jensen. Back to Baker on the right side, inside to Palmer. Swarmed is on the double team, back to Jensen. Jensen drives off the right hand, just a little bit short. Gering on the run, Evers ahead to Alvarez, and he can't control it as it goes off his hands, out of bounds. And Gering with a chance there to cut it even closer. They trail it by 6. Could have trailed it by 4. Heemster into the front court for Alliance. Baker as Jensen pops out high post. Quickly to Heemster. Deep 3 left side. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. There's Henry Alvarez for Gering. Ahead, Bryce Sherrill on the right wing. Bryce to the basket. Ball stripped away. Loose ball picked up. Stark on the push to the basket against Alvarez. Shot doesn't go. But Henry pick up his third personal, and that'll send Corbin Stark to the free throw line, the 5'9" senior. 62% on the year. Drains the first one. Did not score in the first 2 games. First 2 times these 2 teams met. As we've got a timeout on the floor called by Gering head coach Rick Winkler. As it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here from Alliance High School. And of course you can watch this game tomorrow. You can listen to it tomorrow. You can listen to it on the podcast page at kneb.com. It's brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. As Alliance on the free throw, that ends the 7-0 run by Gering. And Stark will try to make it 43 to 35. As he drains them both, he's got 6 points in the game. 43-35. Alliance. Horst into the front court for Gering. Picked up there by Heemster. He'll take it to the right wing. On the dribble, gets a screen from Shills. Wanting him on the give and go. It wasn't there. He'll have to give it to Alvarez. Henry on the right side, bounce inside to Evers, and Evers with the offensive foul. Has a little bit of a elbow there to get Reese Jensen out of the way. That'll be the second on Colton Evers. Second team on Gering. Alliance with the ball, leading it 43-35. Baker kicks it in the corner. Reese Jensen can't do anything with it. Stark, left side, outside, top of the key. Heemstra. He'll take it right side into the paint, to the basket. Shot good, and he's fouled. Let's see if they count the basket. Count the basket. Count the basket. 10 points for Mason Heemstra. And the Alliance lead back to 10 here with 3:36 left in the third quarter. Second personal on Riley Shills. Third team foul on Gering. As Heemstra can't convert on the traditional three-point play. And Gering will come the other way. Here's Horst. Evers on the left wing, top of the key. Henry Alvarez, ball fake to the basket. The runner with the right hand, too strong. Sherrill with the rebound, put back, misses the mark. Long outlet pass. Stark on the run out against Horst, and Corbin Stark lays it up and in. 47-35, a 12-point lead. Xavier Horst trying to answer back, throws up an air ball, and he'll hear it from the Alliance student section on the stage on the far side. Palmer and Baker will check out for Alliance. Colin Schroyer in the Alliance lineup, along with Trevor Dubray. Henry Alvarez will take a seat on the Gering bench. Cody Ferguson checking in. Heemstra in the front court for the Bulldogs. Gives it up to Stark on the right wing. Stark holding. Now we'll take it inside the arc. Swarmed by Horst. Have to bounce it outside and find Mason Heemstra with 2:48 left. 47-35. Alliance leading Gering. Dubray holds it on the left wing. As Jensen pops out. Working around the outside of the arc is Alliance. Stark to the free throw line. Now they find Heemstra on the right wing. Heemstra will bring it between the circles. 2:26 left. Now he'll pull it out, reset the offense for Alliance as Heemstra launches a three, top of the key. Stark with the rebound. Kicked back out. They get in the hands of Heemstra to the basket, flips it with the right hand, and an offensive foul called on Heemstra. That'll be the third on him. Heemstra with 10 points. He's been in double figures all three times that these teams have met. Caden Kindred in for Reese Jensen on the Alliance side. And a little bit of confusion as Heemstra will check out. Gering with the ball. Horst holds it right side, outside, down in the corner to Sherrill. Against Kindred, step back, misses the mark. Loose ball, rebound picked up by Stark, and then he's fouled by Bryce Sherrill. Fourth team foul on Gering. So give the ball back to Alliance. They lead it by a dozen. Counted down in the third quarter, a minute 52 left as Baker brings it into the offensive zone for Alliance. Finds Stark. Stark dribbles it beyond the arc, high post back to Baker. Left side to Dubray. Dubray holding, nothing doing. Back to Kindred for a three, top of the key, too strong. Horst comes down with the rebound with two hands, and Gering will come the other way with a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Bryce Sherrill with it between the circles. Finds Xavier Horst against Stark. On the dribble, gets a screen from Schills. Pull up jumper, baseline right side for Xavier Horst. He's got 11. 10-point Alliance lead with a minute 8 left in the third quarter. Trevor Dubray on the Alliance end. Brings it from left to right to Kindred. Down on the left side as Stark has it. They go inside and they can't score by Dubray, and the rebound comes down to Gering. Gering trailing by 10, 38 seconds left. Brett Pazanka into the Gering lineup. On the dribble right side. He'll give it to Sherrill quickly in the left corner. Horst tried the pull-up jumper, stolen away. Stark, loose ball on the floor, picked up by Dubray. Dubray ahead to Baker. He'll have to run it down, but it hits on the baseline. And it'll give it back to Gering with 21 seconds left, and Gering trailing by 10 here in the third quarter. Gering with a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Alvarez in for Ferguson for Gering. Gering will play for the last shot here as Brett Pazanka slowing it down. He'll walk it into the offensive end for Gering with 14 seconds left. Alvarez, Bryce Sherrill. Bryce to the basket. He was fouled by Kindred. Third team foul on Alliance. Gering will inbound with 8.3 seconds left. Pazanka to inbound it. Looking, bounce inside, gets it to Schill, 7 seconds left. Back to Pazanka from the right corner, misses everything. Bryce Sherrill, rebound, put back. 11 points for Sherrill, and that'll end the third quarter. At the end of 3, your score, Alliance 47, Gering 39 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Alliance leading at 47-39, a final from Rapid City, South Dakota. Rapid City Central defeating the Scottsbluff boys 54-43. Connor McCracken, 26 of those 43 points for the Bearcats tonight. We start the fourth quarter, Alliance with the ball. As Baker, bounce entry inside to Palmer, free throw line to Heemstra, 15-footer, in and out, rebound tipped around, finally corralled by Pazanka. Brett on the push ahead to Henry Alvarez. Alvarez on the right side, dishes down low and throws it off the hand of Riley Schills. Turnover, Gering gives it back to Alliance as Colton Evers in for Brett Pazanka. Big third quarter for Gering, as we said, a 7-0 run to start the quarter. Alliance with only 6 points in that third quarter. Baker has it. Right side beyond the arc, bounces top of the key. Here's Heemstra. Mason on the dribble drive, kick out. Palmer Back to Baker to the basket with the left hand. He tried to flip it in. Didn't go. Rebound stripped away by Baker from Sherrill. Baker to the basket. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Finally controlled by Alvarez. Ahead. Ebers. Ebers to the basket off the glass. Too strong. Rebound tipped around as Palmer comes down with it.
We got to finish something. Got to make one.
And a foul called. So we will check that. The 5th team foul on Gering as the foul was on Colton Ebers. So Alliance with the ball. Heemstra into the front court. Finds Baker, kick it inside. Palmer against Shields. Spin into the paint to the basket, shot off. But the foul was on Riley Shields. And that will send Braden Palmer to the line, the 6'4" junior. As we said, the 3rd personal on Riley Shields. Palmer misses the first one. Palmer in double figures the last time these teams met up with 14 points, but only 2 at halftime, averaging 7 a game. As he misses both ends, Riley comes down with the rebound. Finds Alvarez, he'll bring it to the front court to Horst on the left wing. Xavier from left to right, tried to get the screen. Has it on the right side and gives it up to Alvarez. Alvarez back to Horst. Cross-court pass left side, down low. Evers with the right hand, and it rolls in. Evers with 5. 41, it's a 47-41, a 6-point game. Counter Farrader into the Alliance lineup. Baker, quick trigger on the 3 and count it. Joel Baker, 15 points, a quick 3.
There you go.
50-41, a 9-point lead and a timeout taken by Gering head coach Rick Winkler, a 30-second timeout. Stay with us. Following the game, we'll have the Runs a post-game show. We will look at the final numbers brought to you by Arby's and name our Taco John's player of the game. As Paige Lopez, our Taco John's player of the game in the girls' game, battling cramps late in the game and was able to come back into the lineup towards the end of the 4th quarter. She ended the game with 16 points. Kelly Snelling led the way for the Gering girls, who are now 8-6 on the year. Kelly with 17 points tonight. Gering with the ball, trailing by 9 here. 6 minutes left in the game. As Horst brings it into the front court for the Bulldogs, working right to left. Against Heemstra, gets a screen, doesn't use it from Shields. To the basket, off the glass and in. 13 points for Horst. Gering trailing it by 7. Quickly around the outside of the arc is Alliance into the hands of Baker. Here's Jensen, back to Stark. Alliance content to work it around the outside of the arc. Heemstra on the dribble drive, flips it with the left hand and scores it. Mason Heemstra, 12 points, 52-43. Alliance leading Gering. They whip a pass inside to Shill, saved from going out of bounds into the hands of Bryce Sherrill. Back inside, Evers, head fake, puts it up with the right hand and puts it in. 52-45, as we near the 5-minute mark in this one. The Alliance end, here's Stark on the left wing, picked up there by Horst. That will find Heemstra. Heemstra gets a screen from Baker to the free throw line. Pull up jumper, bounces around, won't fall. Palmer rebound, put back, blocked by Horst. Last touched by Gering. Keep it at the Alliance end with 4:43 left in the game. Quick trigger into Stark on the right side. Stark, free throw line. Kick out Heemstra, deep 3 for Mason. Off the glass, rebound into the hands of Henry Alvarez. Henry long down court pass to Bryce Sherrill. He brings it between the circles. Right side pass, Horst top of the key. Alvarez left side beyond the arc to Ebers. Here's Evers inside. Shills go to the basket, but a foul called. And the foul was on Braden Palmer. He'll pick up his first. As Shills goes to the free throw line. 4th team foul on Alliance. Riley Shills 13 points Tuesday night in the win over Torrington. Makes it 52-46. Second one on the way from Riley. That one just a little bit too strong. Rebound run down in the corner by Palmer. Gives it up to Stark ahead. The Heemster quickly up the floor. Down low, Reese Jensen all alone. And he puts it up and in to make it 54-46. 4 minutes left in the game. High post, here's Shills. Into the paint, turnaround jumper with the left hand. And Shills puts it in for his 10th point. And a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the contest. 54-48, Alliance leading on the West Coast scoreboard.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Alliance High School, 3:53 left in the game. 54-48 Alliance with the lead and the ball out of the timeout. Heemster comes into the front court as Alliance works left to right. Quickly to Jensen. On the dribble, one dribble, picks it up. Stark has to come out by the 10-second line. Stark left side on the dribble. Heemster drives baseline, kicks it down low to finds Palmer, and Palmer lays it up and in. 10-point Alliance lead with 3:25 left in the game. At the Gering offensive end, Horst in the left corner. Drives baseline, turnaround jumper, count it for Xavier Horst. 15 points. The Alliance lead 8. 3:05 left in the game. Baker has it, he'll bring it center court. Fire a pass to Heemstra. He'll hold it. Cross-court pass. Alliance will run some time. Stark with it. Picked up there by Horst. Back to Heemster looking inside. Now Heemster will pull it out against Evers. Into the paint. Loses the handle. Kicks it out. As we come up the floor.
Are you kidding me? That's a walk all day, Paul.
Crowd mic picking up some of the Gering officials here in the game. So we've got, I believe we had a foul on Baker. That'll be his second. So Gering will have it at their offensive end. As Evers will trigger it in. Bounce out on top. Xavier Horst with it. Gering trailing by 6. As Alvarez fouled by Corbin Stark. One of the officials pointing up into the crowd. So Gering will have it, trailing by 6. They will inbound their offensive end. Near sideline. Toss in comes to Evers. Underhand pass to Horst. He'll hold it, picked up there by Heemstra. High post of Shills pops out. Back to Xavier against Heemstra. On the dribble, gets a screen from Shills, loses the handle, and Heemstra takes it on the run out all the way to the basket. Heemstra lays it up and in, his 14th point, and it's an 8-point Alliance lead. We're underneath 2 minutes left in the game. Alvarez to Shills against Palmer to the basket, off the glass, too strong. Rebound, put back, Sherrill there. And a foul called on Colton Evers. 16 foul on Gering. No basket. We'll check that 17 foul on Gering. So we'll walk to the Alliance end where Reese Jensen will step to the free throw line with 1:48 left. Jensen 5 points at halftime. Shooting 54% from the line. That foul on Evers, as we said, his 4th. Jensen sinks the first one. Jensen looking to make it a 10-point Alliance lead. And that one off the back iron is Palmer. And Shills tie up. And the held ball, the possession arrow gives the ball to Gering, trailing by 9 with 1:47 left in the game. It's Colin Schroyer into the Alliance lineup for Braden Palmer. As Alvarez at the far end, waiting to get the ball from the official, as Andrew Dick, one of the officials, talking to Xavier Horst. As those two battling down low, they battled all night. Gering with the ball as Pazanka brings into the front court. Finds Alvarez on the left wing, stolen away by Heemstra. Heemstra on the run out, shot goes and he's fouled. Mason Heemstra with 16 points in the game. And I think we're gonna have the foul on Xavier Horst. And things getting just a little bit chippy here late in this game. And they're gonna call an intentional foul, count the basket. And I believe we just had a technical foul called on Xavier Horst. And he will come out of the basketball game. Tommy Ganos will come in for him. As things getting a little bit heated, some officials from the Alliance High School coming over to the Gering side of the crowd. And now they're kicking out some Gering fans. Now law enforcement being called in. And this one has gotten a little bit out of control here with 1:34 left. And we'll try and sort this out. We do know there's 19 fouls on Gering, as the technical and the other foul on Xavier Horst has given them 4 team fouls. As now another Gering fan will be escorted out. So out of all of that, Mason Heemstra will step to the line to shoot the technical foul. And he drains that one. Not what you want to see late in a high school basketball game, with fans getting ejected from the game by law enforcement and players getting technical fouls and things getting a little chippy, as we say, late in the game. Heemstra with 18 points, a 13-point Alliance lead here. And the intentional foul and the technicals, and Mason Heemstra makes it a 64-50 win. And Mason Heemstra, who has been in double figures in the previous two meetings of these two teams, drains all three, and he's got 19 here tonight. And Alliance with a 14-point lead. And they get the ball. As Heemstra brings in the front court, he'll stand right at the center circle. As Dubray into the game, he's got it outside beyond the arc. As Alliance playing keep away, Heemstra drives left side of the basket, off the glass, good, and he's fouled. Alliance's Mason Heemstra taking control here late in this contest. And now we've got Alliance officials on the floor once again, as we've had some and maybe some debris came out or something on the floor. Not quite sure what that was about. So Mason Heemstra on the traditional three-point play. 22 points unofficially for him to make it 67-50, and a timeout on the floor. Minute 10 left. Alliance leads Gering 67-50 on the West Coast scoreboard.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the Experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Back in Alliance out of the timeout. Gering with the ball as Sherrill drives to the basket and scores it. 67-52, underneath a minute. Stark splits defenders, goes to the basket, kick out, and as Dubray has to save him going out of bounds. And Stark was out of bounds, came back in to get that ball, and you can't do that, and that will give it back to Gering. As checking in, it'll be Kyle Schroeder and Andrew Schuler. We will see Zach Wilson. We will see Brady Radzimski. So Gering clears the bench here late in this one. Also Turner Ray checking in for Gering in a game that got out of hand late in the fourth quarter. As Radzimski has it, he'll give it up to Schroeder. Turner Ray at the free throw line, back outside. Radzimski drives to the basket. Basket won't go. With 30 seconds left, Brady Radzimski will go to the line. Foul was on Kason Clark, who is into the Alliance lineup. We've also got Chase King in there, along with Kirk Sanders, as both teams cleared the bench. Creighton Siza into the game. Along with Connor Ferreter. Second one on the way by Radzimski, short. Wilson battles for the rebound. It's pulled down by King. And Alliance will have it, leading 67-52, 22 seconds left. Ferreter out front on the dribble. He'll give it up to Sanders. He'll take it from right to left. Siza with it on the left side. Ferreter, 11 seconds left. Siza has it. Picked up there by Andrew Schuler. back into the hands of Sanders, and the buzzer sounds, and that will end the game. Final here from Alliance High School on the boys' side. Alliance defeats Gering 67-52 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
'67-52 Alliance over Gering here tonight, and with the loss, Gering drops to 5-7, and Alliance will jump to 13-3 and get back on the winning track after that loss to Ogallala a week ago. It was 18-7, pretty much all Alliance in this one. 18-7 at the end of one. Alliance expanded the lead to 20 points in the second quarter, outscoring Gering in the second quarter 23-21, and it was Alliance 41-28 at halftime. But Gering, with a mini run in the third quarter, had a 7-0 run to start the third quarter and cut it to a 6-point Alliance lead at 41-35. But down the stretch, Alliance made it an 8-point lead at 47-39 at the end of three. End of the fourth quarter, Gering was able to cut it to 7 at 50-43, but down the stretch, things got a little bit out of hand. We had technicals called on Gering players. We had Gering fans ejected from the game by local law enforcement, and then down the stretch following that, Alliance went on an 11-0 run to make it 67-50 with your final score, Alliance 67, Gering 52. We'll come back with the final scoring totals in this one, as the post-game show is catered by Runza, a proud sponsor of Gering High School. Runza makes it all better. But it was 67-52, Alliance defeating Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
With Viero's entertainment trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the entertainment trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Back here at Alliance High School, the boys game in the books in its final, as Alliance defeats Gering for the third time this season. Your final score, Alliance 67 and Gering 52. Well, now time for the numbers, final numbers, brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. First on the Alliance side of the ledger, 2 players in double figures. led as usual by Mason Heemster, the 5'11 sophomore, with 22 points in the game. He had 8 at halftime, and he adds 14 in the second half. 15 points for Joel Baker tonight for Alliance. 8 points each for Corbin Stark and Reese Jensen. Trevor Dubray ended the game with 5. 3 points for Connor Ferreter. 4 points for Brady Palmer tonight. 2 for Caden Kindred. And Kason Clark ended the game with 1 point here tonight. On the Gering side of the ledger, only 5 players getting into the scorebook, led by 15 points from Xavier Horst. Xavier ends the game with 15 points. He has 6 in the second half. 13 for Bryce Sherrill tonight, and 10 points tonight for Riley Shills. And 7 each on the Gering side for Colton Evers and Henry Alvarez tonight, as Gering loses it by a final count of 67-52. We'll come back with more here, as the post-game show is catered by Runza Restaurants, proud sponsor of Gering High School. Runza makes it all better, as Alliance defeats Gering 67-52 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Jeff Kelly back at Alliance High School, as the Gering boys drop to 5-7 on the year as they lose to Alliance for the third time this season. 67-52 is your final score. Now time to name our Taco John's player of the game, and the player of the game brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. Our Taco John's player of the game tonight, that's going to be Xavier Horst. He ends the game with 15 points here tonight before he left the game, as he had a technical foul, and then he went to the bench and did not return in that fourth quarter, as things got a little bit out of control late in the fourth quarter that allowed Alliance to go on an 11-0 run to really kind of put this game away, as Gering had it cut to about 6 points at that point in the game. So our Taco John's player of the game, Xavier Horst, as Gering loses it 67-52. Let's take one more break. We'll come up, and I think we've got Rick Winkler heading our way. So we will take one more break and then come back, as Gering loses it 67-52 here on the West Coast scoreboard in the Runza postgame show.
Being an Allo customer just got even better. 3 times better, in fact. We've tripled our standard internet speed from 100 to 300 megs at no additional cost to you. This isn't one of those limited time offers that will melt away either. 3 times the streaming, 3 times the gaming, 3 times the uploading, all for the same price. Why? Because we love our customers. Allo, no gimmicks, no limits, no kidding, and still no contracts.
67-52, the Gering boys dropped their third game, their third matchup with Alliance this season. They've lost all three, but the girls beat the Alliance girls all three times they met this season, as the girls came away with a 49-45 win. So that'll wrap things up here from Alliance High School. I'd like to thank the KNEB.TV crew tonight. TJ and the crew doing a great job bringing the game to you on Allo and Mobius. And, of course, to Kristen back at the KNEB studios for all the help there. I'd like to thank her. And from Alliance High School, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today.